Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. Today is our first session of our advanced Dungeons & Dragons DL16 World of Krynn Dargaard Keep Adventure actual play. It is Braka Reap Ember the 13th. My name is Adam. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment and thank the DL Saga members and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below. You can even pick up DragonLance gaming materials using my affiliate links. Each of these DragonLance gaming episodes doubles as fundraisers for nonprofit organizations that support our service members on active duty or veterans who no longer serve. All donations go directly to the organization, so if you are capable, if you are willing, thank you. If not, that's okay. Enjoy the show. All right, so let's dive into it with introductions. This has been a year, and we are picking up right back at the very last episode of last year's version, or I should say attempt, at finishing this adventure. So let's start with Tyrell. Can you introduce your character to the audience, please?
Hi, I'm Robert, and tonight I will be Tyrell, who is a white robe wizard of high sorcery and looks like an elf. We'll see.
Arwynn, can you introduce yourself?
Arwynn, human ranger, and new.
Okay. Terry, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Greg, and I'll be playing Terry Tibbs, a black-robed looking human wizard.
All right. Fatelyn, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Ashley. I'll be playing Fatelyn Lilyspine. She is a human cleric of Paladine from Irda.
Nice. Selma, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Selma, and last time we left, I had a brain worm. So if I look and sound different at any point, or act different, that's why. Not because I forgot. My name's Lauren. Sorry. Thanks. Bye.
Not because it's been a year and I've forgotten. Eldric, can you introduce yourself? Great time to go pee, Eldric.
I'm sorry Eldric's not here right now, but if you leave your name, number, and a short message, he'll get back to you.
Let's all tell facts about him. He's scared of the water, actually. It has nothing to do with rabies. He's just scared of water.
I've heard that actually too.
There's
anytime he hears a doorknob twist, you know that like sound, he pees a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
On a positive note, he makes a mean elote. So
that's true.
I did hear that.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that, yeah.
Fatelyn, do you have any facts about Eldric that we should know about?
Good grief. Well, no.
Arwynn, do you have
I feel like you do, and it's bad. I feel like you do, and it's bad.
She doesn't want to say it on. It's PG-13.
Oh, wow.
Nothing, Arwynn? Anything?
Arwynn's probably got all the dirt on Eldric.
She's definitely got all the dirt. All right, Terry, how about you? Do you know anything about Eldric that we should know about?
Well, I know that he's the tank of the party, so I'm only going to be nice about him.
Well, excuse me.
Wait, no, it's fine. We're already planning.
Hold on.
Terry will stand behind Eldric. I'll stand behind
he's
Selma.
A paladin.
It'll all work out.
Perfect.
Selma is
paladin.
beefing now.
Yeah.
What? The tank of the party is not
the brainworm person that can't remember anything?
Oh, I don't have to be smart to be strong.
She just needs an axe, which she handles very well.
I have an axe. Look at my shirt is even ripped. I have no sleeves.
Right.
You
You're
know
swole.
I'm tough.
You're definitely swole. All right, so Eldric is a Ergothian human paladin of Kiri-Jolith. I didn't expect him to completely pop smoke during the game, but here we are. All right, last time on Dargaard Keep. The heroes pressed into the library, making quick work of the Sivak Draconian Guard. Once inside, they searched every square inch of the library, finally discovering the undead compendium, and underneath it, a symbol of Soth, a snake-like S carved or burnt into the bookshelf. Upon touching it, they were individually transported to a rod room, not what you think, which was protected by 3 stow-ropers. Once defeated, with half the party wandering aimlessly for an hour, they discovered a pedestal with a blue 10-inch rod not what you're thinking, part struck in it. Cleric, the Paladin, took possession of it, and they all decided to rest after the battle. The Kender, Azalea, went to investigate the library, only to be ambushed by the Aurak Draconian they encountered in the elven cleric form in the reading room. She nearly killed Azalea and cut off her top knot. When the worried party investigated, they found and healed her, returning to the rod room for protection. After 8 hours, it was time to continue exploring, only it was now nightfall, and the undead were out. Once they descended to level 3, they heard the banshees wailing the Song of Soth echoing up from the entry hall. Stolos, Azalea, Cleric, Indar, and Aulus immediately seized up and dropped dead. Prophet Siswick magically appeared to rescue and raise them from the dead, but their bodies were not capable of being raised. He teleported them all back to the clearing in the woods to bury their corpses. The survivors, Armantaro, or Tyrell, and Selma, must decide whether to find new heroes to re-enter Dargaard Keep with, or to abandon the quest. So, Prophet Siswick walks over to you. Well, Selma, what do you think?
My head hurt.
Why does your head hurt, dear?
Could you take a look? And then I show him.
He
The
pulls
hole.
your hair back. He's like, oh, there appears to be a little hole here. He sticks the first digit of his forefinger and he's like, oh my goodness.
Ow.
Did you encounter any sons of Caius by chance?
I believe so. Yeah, something like that.
Well, please, kneel down, my dear. I believe Monsieur Carl can take care of this little worm problem of yours. He lifts up his holy
Oh, I love
symbol,
that lady.
commits a prayer to Monsieur Carl to remove the disease from your brain, and you instantly feel clear, though some memories are still a little foggy. The disease is no longer plaguing you.
Oh, awesome. Okay, sweet. So next we, I guess, need to find more people. Everyone died. Most of us died.
That is something I hope you
I was
remember about the banshees at night. Anytime you're out in the hall, you might be exposed.
Yeah, well, we
Not a big
probably
fan of
need.
exposure.
Yeah, I think we need some more healers. Are you available? Do you want to come with us back in? You already said no last time.
You're not-
Into
you still say
Dargaard
no,
Keep?
right?
Dear no, my adventure days are behind
Yeah.
me. I would have to tinkle every 10 minutes. It would be a horrible inconvenience, not to mention the mess I would leave behind in the hallways.
There was
I
plenty
think
of
that's
tinkle when
fine.
that
They're not
banshee
really
showed up.
clean.
Anyway, not the point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'll go find. I'm gonna go into the woods and find somebody. That's what I'm gonna do. What
Well,
about you?
you go into the.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You see Archmaster Berg come up. He was the cleric of Syrian. You know, I think we could probably summon the Knights of Slamnia with our dragons. They could probably fly you around if you needed any assistance finding anyone.
Okay, that could work.
I get dragon sickness actually, but if you have like a dragon nemamine, I might be able to make it. It just makes me a little sleepy.
Nice.
It's just ale. We just like really good or drunk. She doesn't.
It's
know the
it's really
difference.
just dwarven spirits.
Um,
No one tells me.
Yeah, it's heavy dwarven spirits. Yeah, no, we'll get you some. It's fine. If we could get back to Palanthas.
Palanthas?
There-
Well, that's quite a trip. Well, if that's where you want to go, do you have any connections there? Or?
Well, Dalamar the Dark is there at
Dalamar
the
the
tower.
Dark. I can't imagine
Yeah,
him
don't-
being willing to help us.
Well, he doesn't like to go out either. Okay, but he might be able to help us find some other people. I mean, nobody's seen Fizbin in a couple of years, and yeah, no, I think that's probably our best bet. And there should be plenty of people in Palanthas. There's temples and stuff in Palanthas. We should be able to find a cleric or paladin or
Prophet
somebody
Siswick
that can help
speaks
us.
up. Oh, yes, you will be able to find someone in the Temple of Paladine, I'm sure of it. Let us call the dragons, and we'll get you an escort post-haste. While we're waiting, do you like some tea?
Yeah, I will help you prepare that tea because we've got to make Selma's special.
All right, so
This
while you
fly-
guys are making tea,
Gently.
almost an hour and a half goes by, and you're still just sort of sitting here waiting. When the wind starts to whip up, dust is flying all around, and then ultimately you hear the screeching of dragons, and Knights of Slamnia come walking into the encampment. Yes, how can we help you, sir? Well, it appears we need an escort to Palanthas. Is that something you might be able to manage? Sir, it will take some time, but we can manage it, I believe. Where in Palanthas would you like to go? He looks at you, Tyrell.
First stop will probably be the Tower of High Sorcery.
Well, that would be quite impossible. You see, there is a grove of fear I'm sure you're aware of that neither our dragons nor myself would be able to cross, and I can't imagine that you would be able to cross it either. I believe they are...
If you get me outside the garden, it'll be fine.
Okay, well, we could do that. And how about you, Kagonesti? The sleeping woman.
She's gonna come with me. She doesn't do well on dragons. It's best that she's passed out.
We'll have to strap her down then.
That's also probably for the best, because if she wakes up, it's not going to be a good day for anybody.
I believe we'll have our newest member of our flight squadron take her then.
Sounds like a great idea. I fully support this.
So you guys strap her down to the dragon's saddle, take off, and the invigoration of flight just strikes you. The wind whipping by in your face, the sheer temperature change of getting that high altitude, and just the dragon itself. The first time you flew a dragon, it was a little bit terrifying, a little bit exciting, and now you're just sort of in that this is awesome mode as you're flying through the sky at incredible speeds. It will take some days to get to where you need to go, but the trip goes by pretty quickly, and the knights are very accommodating, and they have enough supplies to make the journey rather enjoyable. However, Selma, as you are leaping up, bound to the saddle, a little bit groggy as you are immediately brought to consciousness just from being shaken around, you sort of notice as you leap into the sky and you're flying over the forest surrounding the Dargaard region, a series of brigands moving in through the moonlight with torches, sort of closing in on one central area that's maybe a few miles away from where you originally took off.
Tyrell.
Oh, he's not
I-
here,
I-
my
so-
dear. How can I help you? My name is Sir Fred.
Oh, crap. Oh, Fred.
You see Tyrell in the distance on another dragon, like,
Give me
Oh,
a
Fred,
constitution check.
This is fun. I like to make things hard on myself. Hey!
Apparently not. So you succeed at your constitution check, just barely, I will note. Usually as the elevation change and the speed, and just laying across the saddle, pressing on your stomach, and the fungal musk of the dwarven spirits burping up through your nose.
This is so good.
So what do you do?
I look at Fred and I go, Fred, there's, I don't know, something coming. Look down. I know they say don't look down normally, but
I don't want to be a stickler, my dear, but it is Sir Fred to you.
Oh, okay. Well, Sir Fred, all your friends are gonna die.
Excuse me?
Look down.
It's just brigands, probably closing in on a hobgoblin of sorts. We should be fine.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. He might be right. I don't know.
For some reason, he's
I
like,
agree.
all right, you bring it up. I'm going to do a double take. And he starts slowly spiraling around. All right, so Arwynn, you're in the forest. You're literally just sort of doing your ranger thing, enjoying the wilderness, hunting animals for food at night, and just, experiencing around. the night, as it were. You know you're a little bit closer to Dargaard Keep than you normally feel comfortable being, but it shouldn't be a big deal when you start to notice brigands closing in. As they're moving in under the cover of darkness, you snuff out your fire and you just start popping them off one by one with your arrows. As they start dropping in the distance, you start to feel the fear of well, you're not entirely sure what it is yet. It just starts in your stomach, which drops as if you were just lifted up suddenly. And the cold sweats start to come over you. And you immediately in your mind make a connection. Oh, that's a dragon. You lived through the War of the Lance and through the Blue Ladies' War. You are all too familiar that dragons have returned to Krynn. And the feeling of dragon fear once it hits you. And you notice that all the other brigands that were coming in to either rob you or worse are now fleeing into the darkness of the night as this massive brass dragon drops down on one and then two legs. And you see on the back, a Knight of Slamnia sitting all rigid and straight back, lifts up his wind visor. Hello there! And behind him is a tied up Kagonesti elf, sort of hog-tied on the saddle.
There she is. That's the threat. That's the threat.
Be quiet, Kagonesti. Hello there, human. Are you in any trouble?
Looks like I'm good now.
Thanks to me and my dragon, certainly. What brings you this close to Dargaard Keep?
Just hunting?
Pretty dangerous areas to be hunting in, if you ask me, but to each their own. My hog-tied elven friend behind me was a little worried about you. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I don't usually get this close. Just wandered a little farther than I normally do. But I appreciate the concern.
He looks behind him at Selma and sort of elbows you. Did you want to communicate with her at all? Were you looking for anyone?
Yeah, you get on. You're part of this group now. Don't ask what we're doing, and it's definitely gonna work. Nobody died. Get on the dragon.
I believe what my wild elf is trying to say, in their strange, drunken way. You can smell the dwarf spirits on her breath, by the way. Is that
I get dragon sick.
We're in a holy mission, and you look like someone who is quite capable of taking care of themselves, and you are alive, which qualifies you for this mission. Would you like to join us?
Yeah, totally.
What is the whole
Great
mission?
sales pitch. Well, I will tell you this. We will take you to the encampment where there are priests of good. I can't say alignment because that doesn't make sense.
Good what?
Goodwill, intention, and we will return you here if you decline the mission.
Worst comes to worst, free ride.
The brass dragon sort of drops down on its elbow haunches and rests its massive head on its arms. I don't suppose you have any tales you'd like to share?
This is our dragon. His name is
Bartholomew.
Stephen. Bartholomew Stephen.
Bartholomew Stevens, if you please. I flew against the Flying Citadel in the Blue Ladies' War. It's an exciting story if you'd like to hear it, but I would be very interested in hearing some of your ranger adventures. I hear you get up to all sorts of no good. You could tell me along the way if you like.
Sure, and I'd love to hear your adventures.
I am so very glad that you're willing to come along because I was just going to grab your ankle and bring you anyway. But please, climb up on my arm here and hold on tight. You could probably sit on the back of Selma. She doesn't seem to mind very much at this moment.
Bartholomew, I had the same plan. I was also going to grab her ankle. That's crazy. I am tied up, but I would have gotten out.
All right, so do you mount up on the dragon?
Very apprehensively, yes.
So Bartholomew's
Use it on
actually
me.
very gentle and very friendly. Brass dragons are sort of known for being conversationalists, much to the chagrin of the Knight of Salamnia, who wants nothing to do with the random storytelling along the way, and quite often tells Bartholomew to focus on flying, not the story, please. We choose life. As you guys are flying back to the encampment, Tyrell, it takes a few days for you to get to Palanthas, but you do ultimately end right outside the city gates. You see some guards approach quickly. Is there any problem, sir? And the knight's like, no, everything is fine. I'm just trying to get this here wizard to the Tower of High Sorcery. And they're just like, ooh, okay, well, enjoy your stay, sir wizard.
Why does everyone have this thing about the tower's fine? You guys are okay. And he just like starts making his way into town.
So rumor spreads
Making this
faster than you can get there that there is a individual that has been guided by Dragonback to Palanthas for some news or rumors of adventure before you can even really get into town at all. It's like wildfire. And so it actually hits the Temple of Paladine before you're even fully into the town anywhere close to Old Town or the Tower of High Sorcery. Fatelyn and Eldric, you see a young boy come running in to the sort of prayer chamber where you just happen to find yourselves during service. He sort of busts in the doors, interrupting the entire service. The Reverend of Paladine sort of turns around. What's the meaning of this? And the little boy's like, there's a man. He came by Dragonback. He's searching for heroes. I heard tales. He's searching for heroes. He's like, why are you interrupting the service? Well, I just thought you would like to know, Reverend. What? You've told me. Now get out. What is the meaning of this? He's like, oh, okay. And Eldric and Fatelyn, both of you have been sort of in between adventures, as it were, and you've had an opportunity to rest up and commune with your respective deities, and you're sort of, itching for something to do. Life in Palanthas at this point is more about rebuilding and normality than what you're sort of used to. And this might be an interesting turn of events as the boy sort of dejectedly turns around and slowly starts walking out. What do you guys do?
Okay, Fatelyn's going to try to catch up with the young lad.
You
So
can
she's gonna-
easily catch up to him. He's like, oh, hello, mistress.
I heard what you had just come in to yell, so there's someone that has come into town on Dragonback.
Yeah, it's really exciting. It was one of those brass-colored dragons. I hear they're the good kind, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, it was very exciting to hear about it, and stuff like that doesn't really happen a lot anymore. It's been really quiet around here lately. Anyway, I'd be glad to tell you more for maybe enough to get a meal.
Of course, not a problem. So she's gonna hand over the funds for a meal to the young boy.
He's like, oh, wow, thank you so much. I heard it's a wizard, and I think he's heading over to the Dark Tower.
I see. You mentioned that they were looking for help.
That's what
Thank
I
you
heard.
for your information. So
You're very
I'll
welcome,
head
and thanks for
towards
the dinner.
tower.
He sort of runs off. Eldric, are you there? In the absence of Eldric, can we have Tyrell? Can you play his character?
Oh yeah, sure. Eldric, who has also been praying, and he probably not wanting to step too much on the player's toes, where he kind of quietly has walked up behind Fatelyn, is observing the interaction. As the boy goes off, he'll stop him and be like, "Thank you for the information, lad," and he'll give him a couple of copper or whatever. And
Thanks, sir.
And then he'll turn to Fatelyn and so Fatelyn, you tell me, have Fatelyn and Eldric had interactions before beyond just like seeing each other at like service, or is this have we chatted in the mess hall? I don't know. What do you think?
I guess you could assume that they've seen each other, in the temple of Paladine here. So, yeah. Hello,
It's
Eldric. Good to see you.
Fatelyn. Yeah. No. Yeah. You too. adventure sounds like fun. Do you really think there's a wizard in town? Those guys never come out of that tower.
Well, it's worth investigating, especially if there's dragon involved, and if people need help, we should give them
I agree.
assistance.
Do you really think there was a dragon, though? I mean, I don't. They don't come around much, so it's kind of crazy. I don't know. Like, yeah, let's go see. And Eldric will, gather up his stuff, make sure he's got his equipment, and he's like, I guess we're gonna go find a wizard. And he'll just kind of follow behind Fatelyn.
Okay.
To the tower.
In the Tower of High Sorcery, Terry, you're with a bunch of other acolytes, apprentices, and wizards, just doing your traditional research. You were personally invited by Dalamar to come and study at this Tower of High Sorcery. And this Tower of High Sorcery has a history. It is one of the more terrifying locations. As of late, very recently, it was the Archmage Raceland Magir's personal Tower of High Sorcery, a renegade wizard by all intention, but none of the Conclave ever wanted to step against him because he literally challenged the gods in his time. And the story is he sacrificed himself for the greater world in order to prevent Tikizis from re-entering. And so he's sort of seen as a patron of sorts for Wizards of High Sorcery. And Dalamar is where he's pretty strict. He's kinder to his visitors at the tower than Raceland was, and he's more welcoming than Raceland was. But he's still pretty standoffish. And as he sort of comes in and enters the room where you and a bunch of other people are studying, he sort of looks down at you all as you're working, and you're sort of involved in what you're doing, so you don't often sort of look up whenever anyone walks in, and you just hear this very polite, quiet sort of clearing of the throat.
Yeah. It's sorry, sir.
Oh, it's quite all right.
What?
I believe there's someone approaching the tower, and while I don't presume they'll be able to pass the garden surrounding, on the off chance that they do, I will need some volunteers to stand at the outer gates and communicate with them. I am in the middle of something in the caverns below the tower, so I was wondering if you could act in my stead.
Absolutely, sir. I'm a very genial sort of chap. I'll pop out there now.
Very good.
Make sure we don't scare them off too much.
Thank you.
So yeah, he'll immediately pick up his books and ready himself a little bit with his staff and head out through the gardens.
Okay.
And make his way to the gate.
So you work your way down, and you have a medallion that allows you entrance through the Shoiken Grove. The fear that is ever present as you pass through here, and the danger of the creatures that dwell within the grove is still ever present. And you always sort of guard yourself. Though you have permission to pass through it, it's still kind of a terrifying experience every single time you do it. And as you get to the outer gates, you see this wizard in pristine white robes, at a sword at his side, massive wide-brimmed hat walking up. Tyrell, you see him?
Oh.
He's probably like, I would assume based on what you've said, he's kind of fending off the locals at this point. Yes, it was a glorious to ride the dragon. Yet no, I'm just passing through. I'll be gone. Like he's just trying to make his way.
The
to
closer
the
you
gate.
get to the tower, people just naturally back up. They don't want anything to do with that grove. They're terrified.
Nope. Thank you. It'll be you're welcome. Yeah, bye. And he's just making his way towards the gate. I would assume he kind of fully expects that at this point there is someone that will be coming to meet him at the gate. This has traveled, this news has traveled so fast that he's like, yeah, no, somebody's going to be here. So I think he's just kind of strolling up with confidence.
As you're walking up with confidence, almost out of nowhere, this figure just appears before you outside of the gate in black robes. Do you want to describe what you look like, Terry?
Yeah, sure. Terry is an athletically built 30-something-year-old man. Stands just shy of 6 feet tall. He walks confidently. You can often see him talking to himself in a strange accent, or he's either talking to himself in a strange accent or the bird that's perched on his shoulder. He has a raven that's on his shoulder. He keeps calling her Tula. He constantly fusses and pets her, and talks to her like it's his sister. He's like a loving brother to her. Terry's got a short, messy, stylish black hair. He's got a black horseshoe moustache and stubble. He has a tanned, swarthy complexion. He's very roguishly handsome, has a sly grin and a carefree expression. You could be mistaken for thinking at first glance he was some sort of luxury carriage salesman. But when you take a closer look at him, his clothing's far too well thought out. It's all hard-wearing, very expensive, not in a flamboyant style. Just made of hard-wearing materials and built like it should be, like it's for travel. He wears a cloak of black peacock feathers. The peacock feather eyes seem to follow you everywhere, and follow everything around him. Terry's eyes are hazel, but he has no whites in his eyes. It's permanently bloodshot. And he has a look that seems to see that he knows pain very deeply. He carries a backpack with a chain attached to the backpack. The other end of the chain is on an ornately bound book, which sits in a leather holder on his belt. In his hand, he carries an ebony staff with a demon's head and 2 protruding horns that look like a handy second perch for his bird. And at his waist, you can see a pommel and hilt of a sword. On his opposite hip, you can see the handle of something that looks like a wand with the face of a screaming ram at its base.
That was
And
much
that's
more
Terry.
detailed than I expected. All right.
That's
Tyrell,
Terry.
this is
How
what
you doing?
Jeez, like because when my descriptions usually I'm like, he's a tall elf, he's pretty. Like that's, I try to be all the things in D&D I can't be in real life. So tall and pretty is what I usually go with. Yeah, you would see that as you come up, you'd see that Tyrell also has a bird that has been circling up above him, a hawk that is always kind of within range, but doesn't perch on. But I think as he walks up and he sees Terry, you do see this hawk that comes down and will land on Tyrell's shoulder as well. And he just kind of looks at you and says, "Hello, I was well, I assumed that Dalamar wasn't actually going to come out and meet me, and assuming you're his envoy."
I'm the Trimort of the Tower, son. That's me. How can I help you?
Well, some of my companions and I were attempting to recover some pieces of a rod. It's not what you think. From that was just for you, Adam. From Dargaard Keep, and well, a couple of them fell to a banshee. I do have one friend left, Selma. She's I hope she's sleeping it off back home. I saw her break off. Anyway, just looking to get some extra help. I see you're a black robe wizard, but shouldn't be a problem. I mean, in the end, isn't it all about the magic anyway?
Well, of course, it's about the magic. What I find quite amusing is you walk into a undead fortress without one of us in the first place.
Maybe it was my hubris. I think hubris was a definite problem with my former companion.
It's all right, son. I'm just joking with you. We all know what's went on. We've had a good giggle about it in the town. Dalamar's been telling us. It's been a funny old business.
And no one decided to come
I
and
love
help at
this
any
guy.
point. I appreciate that. You couldn't just. Apparently, you know all of
We don't
this,
see
and
it.
no one could be bothered. That's nice.
Well, don't you see the black robes? We did think it was kind of odd, but then again, those are what your Knights of Salamnia like to do, isn't it? Pop around,
I
get
have
everyone
no
to do the
idea
work
what
for them.
the Knights of Salamnia do. I have spent most of the last few hundred years just kind of wandering around. So, yeah, their own deal. In any case, we are looking for some people who would be willing to come and help with the mission that we have been tasked with. So, you got anybody in
I
there
would
that's...
be more than happy to have a word with the boss inside.
Oh,
I'm
good.
sure that he could spare me. Maybe I'll
Oh.
pop along.
Great, somebody that's just mouthy. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. If you want to go and ask him, I guess I'll just wait here. I don't have one of your fancy little medallions to get inside, so.
Oh, you should have a walk through the gardens. They're bloody lovely, love. You like them?
You know, I think I'm gonna go find the ice cream truck.
You can hear that?
Adam, will you get us ice cream? Will
Every
you get us
time, every
tea?
Saturday night when we play, same time.
I can't help it.
I would like a SpongeBob with the messed up eyeballs that are gum, please.
You know what? I will. I'll just hang out here and I'll grab a treat, and you and Dalamar can go have your words, and I'll await you here.
So you, as
Absolutely.
Terry disappears into the Shoiken Grove, and the gates ominously
You have a cone with the nuts on the top? Yeah, that's the one I want. Thank you.
close behind him, the sort of cart coming by. Frozen ice! Frozen ice! Anyone want some frozen ice?
Yes, 100%. Tyrell's
I
up
would
there.
like frozen ice.
No, the SpongeBob one never looks right.
As you're
the
looking
eyebrow-
at the options, you see this. Well, Fatelyn, how about you describe yourself? What do you look like?
Oh yeah. Okay, Fatelyn's wearing some lightly padded armor. She's about 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. She's a 35-year-old dark-skinned lady, and she's got a head full of braids, long black hair, and she's wielding a staff, a hammer, multitude of other weapons hidden. It's not what you think. So, yeah.
Nicely done. So you start walking up, and you see that frozen ice cart that most people just like ignore. This wizard draped in robes is just in deep consideration of the options presented.
So
Ice cream outside of
That
the
was the question,
tower.
nuts or no nuts?
Perplexing.
Oh, did you want some ice cream?
Yes, actually, that sounds kind of nice on such a day as this.
You can go
Hello.
ahead. I'm still debating.
It's like
Talon here
snowing.
can't decide if he wants nuts or no nuts. He's the worst bird.
Let's be honest, he always wants nuts.
That's true.
All right, so what about Eldric? What's he doing?
So Eldric, I will when Gabriel gets back, I will let hear, because all he's put in the notes here, it says 6 foot tall, bald, full beard. So just watch down one of these. Nope, that way.
Yeah.
There it is.
It'll pop up
Eventually his
eventually.
picture will pop up, and you'll see he looks like a shrunk boy in a plate armor. So yeah, he comes up and he's like, why are we getting ice cream? I thought we were going on an adventure. Fatelyn, what is happening?
Well, I figured a delectable treat before we set off into the tower would fit well with me. How about you?
The Holy Cleric's
I mean, I
absolutely
like ice
right. My ice treats are the best ice treats in Palanthas. You'll never find better ones this side of the city. So, what do you think? You look like a man who loves his delicious treats.
Sure.
Yes.
Just give me a vanilla cone. Like,
Have you ever
what's the-
tried chocolate
what's the
from
most basic
Kerr?
thing you have?
It's this dark bean that they grind up. They add a ton of sugar to it, and it's amazing. If you've never tried it before, you should try it now. I'll get you some. You're going to love it. Just trust me.
I'll try.
Sure. Sure. And then that you also hear Tyrell pops in, like, oh, that does sound good. I don't care about your nuts. And he will also order the same thing. On the Eldric side, did this boy who came in give any other description other than there's a man in town who rode a dragon?
He was mentioning that there's a wizard going to the Tower of High Sorcery. That's all he said.
as we're paying
You don't
for
normally
ice
see
cream
wizards wandering through Palanthus, so it is
yeah, and
odd
it's
to see this one.
probably obvious that he's there, and so he looks at Fatelyn and he's like, "Do you think this is the guy?"
Like right next to him.
Yeah.
We're asking him. So Phaeton's going to greet the White Wizard. Hello.
Oh, hello. Apologies. I am Tyrell. You are?
Good to meet you, Tyrell. I am Fatelyn. So I'm here
Well-
not just for ice cream, but I have heard that there was someone that flew into Palanthus on a dragon.
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. So we were there, and the dragon, like I've told this to 80 kids today. Like are you not here about the dragon story?
I am very interested to hear about the dragon.
Okay, so I was out in the woods. We needed a ride. We called the Knights of Salamia because there wasn't an Uber, and they came on their dragons. And what color dragon did I ride, DM?
Yours was a gold dragon.
And what is? I'm assuming not as chatty as the brass dragons.
No. It's all
Very more,
business.
they're more stoic, if I remember. Yeah, he didn't really say much. He was very quiet. Kind of snubbed me off a little bit, which was not nice. And we just drove here. It's a couple of days flight. It was fine. There was nothing exciting. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
I see. Well, it was also mentioned that the person riding the dragon was looking for help. Could you
Oh yes.
tell me about that?
I thought you were just here for the dragon story. I apologize. I feel like I've been rude now. My companions and I had been tasked with retrieving some items from Dargaard Keep. I believe that we were up. Yeah, it's the place that Lord Soth has kind of taken up residence with all of his draconians and everything else there. The party I was with, unfortunately, most of them fell to a banshee scream, and my good friend Selma and I survived, and apparently we still have to go. She is all hot about going and finding these rods. It's not what you think, and we're doing it apparently. So I have come seeking some aid. Are you a cleric? It looks like from your dress.
I'm very sorry to hear about your fellow party members there, but yes, I am a cleric of Paladine, and I'm here with my friend Eldric. He's a paladin.
And I feel like Eldric at this point is probably just standing behind Elwyn, or behind Fatelyn, like, because I'm not quite sure how we're playing this character yet. So yeah,
Right.
So no, that's great. Are you two interested in coming and joining? Because we could definitely use a healer. I would appreciate that very much, actually.
Well, as cursed a place as Dargaard Keep must be, I feel
it's not
compelled to join you, and with Paladine on my side, bring holy light.
That would be great. I was coming here to the high tower to see if we could get some other assistance there. There's a black robe wizard. I don't even think he told me his name. He just kind of showed up and was a little mouthy and said he was going to go talk to Dalamar. So maybe somebody's coming. Maybe he was peak sass, which Robert absolutely loves. Tyrell's a little, but we're all, you know what? It doesn't matter. Black robe, white robe, red robe. We're all, just here about the magic and the love of the. Yeah. So anyway, he might be coming. I don't know.
All right, let's cut to inside the Tower of High Sorcery. Terry, you walk through the gates, and it's like it always is, people moving about their business, not really paying any attention because they're in the middle of their studies. What do you do?
Well, Terry will make his way to whoever he would normally contact to get in hold of Dalamar. Probably, just get to see if he could have a quick word with
Okay.
him.
So you enter one of the sort of resting rooms or conference rooms, as it were, and you let his personal apprentice, one of them, know that you'd like to have a word. A little bit of time goes by as you're sitting there waiting, and Dalamar just sort of appears at the other side of an end table, just sort of standing up, looking at you. What is it?
The gentleman outside said that they've been into Dargaard Keep, my lord, and it seems they need assistance.
So you've never really
I'd
seen
like to request to go.
Dalamar show any fear of any kind, but as soon as you mention Dargaard Keep, you see like the slightest hint of a twitch that he quickly covers up again. It's like, Dargaard Keep, Lord Soth. The last time I met him, he killed my lover, Kitiara Uthmatar, and reclaimed her corpse. I want nothing to do with that location, but if you want to go, you're more than willing.
Well, you know my story, sir. I've got some unfinished business with the chap. So I think it might be wise if we went there, and who knows what he could have in that keep.
If
It
you
could
could
aid us.
stop Lord Soth, I think you should take my position as Master of the Tower. I would be happy to hand
I'm
it
not-
over to you.
I'm not so arrogant, sir. I know I can't stop him, but what I do know is that there's more inside that keep than what either the White Robes or the Knights of Salamania like to suggest there will be.
I'm absolutely sure of it. I will tell you this. There are a series of dark elves that dwell within that tower. One of them is well known to those of us in the higher echelon of the Order of the Black Robes. If you could locate a spell book for me, it is velvety blue, owned by the late Fiston Dantless, one of the rare volumes that Race and Magia could never collect because Lord Soth's minions had domain over it. But if you could find it for me, I would reward you.
It's almost as good as being got, sir. I'll do my best.
Very good.
I guess I should bid you a farewell. I'll be
Before you go, I've had a
away.
run-in with this Lord Soth before, as I mentioned, during the Blue Ladies' War. You're probably going to need this. And he sort of, a bag appears in his hand. This bag contains 5 potions of healing. I think it might come in handy.
Oh, thank you, my lord. That will be most helpful in our current venture. I'll do my best to use them wisely.
Would you like me to teleport you to the final location, or do you want to try to fly a dragon back with the White Robe?
I think I'm not done scaring all the locals a little bit, sir. Got to keep up appearances, haven't we?
Very well. Drama's never lost. Well, on the off chance that you want to get there quicker, here is a scroll of teleportation.
Okay, sir. I think I could use that.
Good luck
Thank
to
you.
you.
I'll be along now. Good luck with your apprentices. Let's hope they last a little longer than the last bad day.
The live ones do get hungry. And he sort of disappears as he steps into nothingness.
Okay, I will.
What just happened?
Like a
The camera's totally just like hopped around.
I will pocket that scroll of teleportation and make my way out towards the gate.
All right. So you get out to the gate, and Tyrell, Fatelyn, and Eldric are all enjoying their frozen ice treats. A little bit of chocolate from Kerr on some of them. Some Argothian berries in some of the other treats. You know.
Now
just-
look, this ride back, it's gonna take like 4 days. It's a little rough. You can get airsick, so I'm just you be prepared for that if we're because I don't know how else we're gonna get there.
If it's
So
a problem.
if it's a problem, we'll just cast sleep on everyone or something. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Right. Whoa, what happened to my map? Hey. What?
Well, Terry will go straight over to the ice cream stall, being very excited, and grab himself a nice ice cream.
What the heck just happened to my...
Oh,
My
well,
map's
while
not
God
showing.
figures out what's wrong with Roll20,
Yeah.
although I didn't catch your name when you were out here earlier. I apologize. I didn't give mine either. I go by Tyrell. You are, sir?
My name's Terry Tibbs. There is a longer name, but to be honest, only my brother likes to be called it.
Sure. Terry, this is Fatelyn and Eldric. They have also... Eldric just kind of nodded, but I assumed it was a yes. They apparently would like to go with us back to Dargaard Keep and help out, which is good. I think we could use all the help we can get. So, I believe the dragons we can get them to take us back if we want. It's a couple days flight, but it should be interesting.
I'm just moving the moons to where
Okay.
they'd be.
This will be my first time flying on Dragonback, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're human, aren't you? You live long enough. You get to fly a couple times. It's fine.
So you approach the gold dragon of the outer gates of Palanthas, and the knight who is sort of sitting down on the ground, just sort of chatting away with some kids that had sort of come around and, daring to get close to the dragon and stuff, just talking about battles of history. Sees you walking, and he sort of stands up and brushes himself off. He's like, I don't suppose you think all of you can join us? This is only one dragon.
It's true. I was
Oh,
hoping
dear.
that you'd be able to call some of your friends and they
It's
could
all right.
help us out.
I can make my own one there.
Well,
you mean you
can
can
you
make
make
your
your
own
own way
How
with
many-
someone
how many-
else?
Well, how many will the scroll allow me to teleport?
It would actually let you teleport all four of you if you wanted.
I'll say that I can take all of them. It's all right. You can all come with me. I didn't realise we were so under-equipped.
By what manner? How can you get us there so quick?
Well, teleport us.
I see.
You don't make to travel.
That's fine. I usually spend more time walking, but no, I believe time is of the essence. That's great. Let's go. Sir Knight. I'm assuming I would have got a name at some point, but we
Yep.
already had a Sir Fred. So Sir Bill.
William.
Sorry, William. Appreciate your help. So thank you. It appears that Terry Tibbs can take care of this for us. Yay, Black Robe Wizard.
If you want to trust yourselves and your lives to a dark robe, by all means, I will retire to the Tower of the High Clerist's Tower. For,
I want to
some
see you go to the Tower of
refreshment.
High Sorcery. That's
Well, I'm very sorry.
yep.
You
thank
can always
for
trust the
your-
Black Wizard. He was the one that saved the world, wasn't he?
Right. That's what happened. Enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful day. And good luck. He mounts up on the dragon. They take off. Wind's blowing by. Dust is filling in the air. Visibility is sort of brought down to a minimum until the dust settles as the dragon flies away. And all the kids are screaming and cheering and jumping up and down, excited. And then as soon as it's gone, they're just like, huh. To the wharf! And they all sort of like run off.
And Tyrell will turn to Fatelyn and be like, "Don't worry, you're young. You'll get another chance."
Of course, I believe it will happen.
Yeah, Paladine provides or something.
Oh, gee. Paladine
Terry?
provides.
Yeah, so Terry will take out the scroll, probably start etching the wizard circle on the floor.
Okay.
His accent will change to a posh accent, and he will recite the incantation.
As the magic begins to flow through you, you get that all familiar euphoric high as it floods all of your veins, and you instantly travel the avenues of magic. Tyrell, you've done this before. Fatelyn and Eldric probably haven't, or at least not frequently. So I'd like to get a constitution check on both of them. Fatelyn and
Right
Eldric.
before we as the magic's building up, in that instant before we go, Tyrell looks at Fate and is like, "You're probably gonna puke," and then just lets it happen. Con save, you said?
Yep.
How do I do that? I have my character sheet open.
So you should be able to click the Constitution button on your stat block.
So you'll scroll all the way down to abilities.
Yep, perfect.
Is it just the
perfect?
Oh, there we go.
You're totally fine. You're not even a little bit bothered. Same with Eldric. You're both absolutely fine. As the floor drops out
great.
underneath you, you're just like, this is Tuesday, man. No shit on me.
When we get there and there's no puke, I'm like, this is going to be good. Well done.
So as you appear in the grove, the Prophet Siswick and Archmagister Berg are a little bit shocked that you just sort of appeared there, and they look over. Selma and Arwynn, you both have been here for nearly a week, waiting, just sort of chatting with the two priests and, talking about tales of Lord Soth and the Cataclysm and what it means to be holy in times of darkness. And you're kind of getting tired of all the religious rigmarole discussions, and you're kind of excited to see Tyrell return, but he's returned with
I found a cleric,
not just a cleric, and not just a paladin,
and a paladin, and Terry.
Oh.
and Terry.
Terry.
There's no need to be like that. Jesus.
You see this really old man with a symbol of Mishakal around his neck sort of walk up to you. They call you Terry, do they?
Yeah, that's the name. Terry's again. How you doing?
I'm doing quite well, and I hope you are also. Thank you so very much for answering the call to adventure. I suppose you would all like to know specifically what it is you're about to undertake, so please have a seat. Berg, could you get some tea for everyone? Berg is literally right behind him. He's like, yes, I can get it. I'm right behind you. You don't have to yell. He sort of turns around and walks over this little iron tea kettle pot, and magically these little cups appear, and he fills them up, and they sort of drift over to each of you and just sort of hang there until you grab onto them. Like, please have a seat. Lord Soth was once a knight of Slamnienberg's like, they all probably know this already. You don't have to go over it all again. Well, I like the story, but if you insist. Dargaard Keep right now is housing an artifact called the Rod of Omniscient Wisdom. The Dragon Queen Kisis has granted Lord Soth the ability to touch this rod once and only once. He is to assemble it and open an abyssal rift, which would then allow Kisis, the Queen of Darkness, entry into this world. We cannot have this, you understand. And he even looks over at you, Terry, and I believe even you understand this. She would be a grave threat to everyone, even those of the dark robes. In any case, this rod is separated into 5 pieces until he finishes his rift, and it is this rod that we need you to collect to prevent this abyssal rift from opening and maintaining strength. So, if you could go into Dargaard Keep, find the different pieces, there are 5 in total, reconnect all of the pieces and jam it into the abyssal rift to stop him Well, then everything will be wonderful. You can keep any treasure you find along the way, and know that you've done a boon for all life by doing so. And of course, you could have tea here any time.
So that's a Tyrell comes over. He's like, "That's what we're up against."
So I was right the first time when I thought you never mentioned brainworms when you warned us about this at all. So.
Well, I assume as an adventurer, my dear,
Exactly.
you would understand brainworms come with the territory.
Not the territory I've been in, but I guess now I have. Do you have a
Because I
helmet?
have to agree with Selma there. I mean, brainworms don't normally figure into when we go adventuring.
Archmaster Berg hikes up a little bit too high his robe as he squats down, and you see some what are they called? Varicose vein ridden ankles as he sits down. You all need to understand that this is Lord Soth we're talking about. He is a monster, surrounded by monsters. As many of the previous campaign already discovered, and countless other campaigns that failed before we collected them, there are many monsters that can kill you with a sound in Dargaard Keep. And that is the best possible ending to anyone's life for those who do enter Dargaard. There's currently a slave trade to the vampires that dwell there, so do not get caught alive, lest you become a thrall. But knowing that there are imminent dangers, does that turn any of you away? This is your one chance to turn around.
Tyrell looks at Selma and then looks over at the freshly dug graves just a week ago of all of their companions who were, yeah, it's fine. Also, fair warning, I think I can
we get all
fix
their
the
good stuff
videos.
Oh, you
but
can?
Stuff may pop around. I think I know how. So if stuff's moving, just relax.
Okay. Does anyone have any?
I will not turn away now. Not if there's a chance to bar Takesis from entering the world again.
This is good to hear. Siswick speaks up. Well, in that case, is there anything you need before you head off to the keep? Hey!
Yes,
Healing
health
potions,
potion.
earplugs. Can we
Do
get
you have
earplugs?
a helmet? Yes.
I'm sorry,
anything.
earplugs?
Just
What is
everything.
this?
For the not
Never mind. We'll just
wax.
I
Do
mean,
you have
if
anything
you
that
have
has
fancy.
stay in
a
it.
permanent? Do you have anything that has a permanent silence spell on it? that
Well,
we
I
could-
believe you are a wizard. Are you not capable of casting that spell?
It's in my book somewhere. I don't think it's prepared currently.
He's like, I suggest you prepare it then.
Yeah, I will now that I know what's happening here. I don't feel like we got fair warning before this. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I told you it would be dangerous. Is that not enough? In any case, I cannot provide you with any magical artifacts, but if you need any holy water or... I have a
Yeah, we'll take
10-foot
some of that.
pole here somewhere, I'm sure.
I don't know who. If someone wants to carry the 10-foot pole, they can. Fatelyn and Eldric, do you have holy water? Should we stock up?
I'm fully equipped with holy water. Thank you, Lord Siswick.
My pleasure, my dear. And might I say, it is refreshing to see another holy, devoted patron of our divine path. It's a long way of saying it's nice to see another good person.
Yes, is there any information you could give us as to the whereabouts of this rift?
Well, I would
It's
imagine
apparent.
it would be in Lord Soth's private chamber. How to get there, I am sorry to say that I could not tell you. More to the point, you would have to locate the rod before you even enter his chamber. Lord Soth is not someone you would want to trifle with lightly. He is immensely powerful and, by all accounts, absolutely immortal. His curse is divine. You cannot kill him, but you might be able to defeat him. But your true goal is not to do that, but to find the pieces of the rods, of which I believe you have one now. Find the remaining 4, assemble it, go into wherever this rift is, again, it's probably in his quarters of some sort, and then jam it into the rift.
Above game, can I ask you a question that is because I don't remember from like a year ago? What was the fate of Kiriara? I think she like bolted from our group at some point, correct? Because we had found her and she was hanging out with us for a bit, and then
She was hanging out with you until the Banshee call. And then when everyone died, the prophet came in and tried to heal people. They couldn't be resurrected, and so they teleported you out. So she's still there.
Right. So okay, but she was alive, correct?
Oh yeah.
In whatever state we believe she's alive. Perfect. I think Tyra will be like, well, maybe Kiriara will know. She may have better information.
You saw Kiriara with Matter?
Yeah.
The blue lady?
Yes, I'm speaking common right now, right?
But I apologize for the confusion, but I was under the assumption she had died.
She looked pretty alive when we found her.
How odd.
She might be dead now, though.
Well, it's not really that odd when you think about it.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you know, there are many people that look alive but really are dead, aren't there? Vampires.
Oh, very good.
That
is very true. Yes. Okay, well, perhaps you could pinch her, see if there is blood in her skin. If she was friendly, I'm sure everything's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
She was, but those kind of things require consent. So maybe we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So
okay. All right, so they're more than happy.
Personally wouldn't be trusting.
Right. They're more than happy to give you mundane gear if you need it. But other than that, it's pretty much.
Eldric will take some holy water. I don't. How many holy waters are available for us to?
Yeah, holy water.
To take.
He could provide one for everyone, 1 flask.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Armantaro would encourage everyone to take one.
Yeah. Berg walks up, and you see him rifle through his hair, and just bink pulls out one long strand. It's a silver strand. He looks at all of you, walks up to Fatelyn. My dear, if you don't mind, might I see your wrist?
Curiously, yes, she holds her wrist out for Berg.
He wraps his hair around your wrist, ties a little knot in one end, just sort of like yanks it a little bit to make sure it's tight. If you ever find yourself in dire need, break this hair, and it will return you here.
Yeah, don't break it too early.
Wow.
We probably
Don't do it right away.
held on to the last hair. Don't know.
Like smack
someone.
Fatelyn will roll down her sleeves over the hair. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, it really does work. We probably should have held on to it longer than we did last time.
You walked into the first encounter and just ripped it. Screw it.
It was the first encounter, right? It was like we weren't even inside yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
All right. So
is this to transport just me back or everyone in the vicinity?
No, my dear, it will be anyone who is alive.
It brought all of us last time.
Excellent. Thank you for the lock of your hair.
My pleasure.
Armantaro would kind of try to gather everyone up a little bit and be like, okay, so things that we already know about this place, I will try to lay out some of this information for you so that hopefully you all survive longer than the last group did. It'll be fine. To get up to the keep, there were, and DM, you'll have to help me with this because like some of this I'm just trying to this off the dome.
Right.
I did not take great notes last campaign. There were quite a few draconians of all kinds. There were K-Pack and there were whatever all the other names are.
Yeah. There's tons of draconians,
Those
but that was
acts,
during
there
the day. And you know that at
During
night,
the day,
the
yeah.
undead take over the keep and the living retreat to their barracks.
Yeah, so Tyrell's just going to kind of info dump. So he's like, there's the K-Pax during the Draconians out during the day. There are way more of them than you think there should be. They are everywhere. They have a barracks on the 4th level? 7th level. Those are the two ones that keep popping back into my head. I don't remember.
82nd level.
Because
it
we
wasn't the
we
4th.
interrogated one of them, and we kind of knew where their thing was, because we knew a couple of things about places inside the building, but
Wait a second.
I'm
Where
trying
was
to.
it?
It's been a year, guys. I'm trying to remember. So they do have a barracks
Yeah,
there.
the barracks were on the 1st level.
1st level. Perfect. So yeah, they have the barracks on the 1st level. All of the draconians rush back inside at night. So there's fewer of them, but they're undead everywhere. We ran into banshees. We ran into... What else did we run into? I'm trying to think.
All
We didn't run
sorts of
into a ton of
monsters.
other undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the only undead I think we actually ran into was the banshees. Like we were trying to go down the stairs and like immediately died.
And to be fair, you didn't even really
Yeah,
run
they were
into
like,
them. You were just in the hallways at night. And you know that if it's nighttime and you're in a hallway and you could just happen to hear the Song of Soth, you can
Yep,
die. So you know to stay out of the hallways in the first 3 levels at night.
Yep. And so I passed that along, and then just kind of any info that I could share, because like for Tyrell, for Armantaro here, this is fresh, really. Like not for Robert. Robert doesn't remember these things, but yeah. So any of those things that he would kind of try to pass that information along, that we knew. So I'm trying to remember. We were able to kind of bluff our way around a few places when we went into the front. We were able to into the main hall. We were able to go up some stairs and found Kiriara. She was very pleasant. She came with us for a while. We did run into what did
Brainworms.
the brainworm things. What did those come out of? Because we webbed a whole bunch of people as well to kind of keep them from going
Yeah,
anywhere.
it was the Sons of Caius that you webbed.
Something.
They
Sons
literally
of
came out of a
Caius,
pool in a random room. They just came out like Swamp Thing.
Nothing there seems safe.
Yeah, it's
Kiriara's
awful.
room seemed to be fine, but beyond that, nothing else did. She said that she was being held here by Soth.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, it's like Armantaro would try to... Tyrell would take this time, like before we're going to rush in, he's like, let me tell you everything I remember. And just
So
kind
you
of
knew you had
info
to go
dump
through a cemetery in order to get to the keep proper. The way that you entered was across the bridge to the front gate. And you sort of like stomped your way through that by enlarging one of the characters and just sort of like, forced your way in through that first gate. But it was during the day.
When we get to the cemetery, don't pull the hair. That's where we pulled the hair the last time. It was far too early.
So, I mean, you have to make a choice. Are you going to go during the day or are you going to go during the night?
Oh, we're going to start bright and early. First crack of dawn.
I think that would be the plan, is to be able to get there like at first light so that we can get as much time during the day. That would be, I think, for Selma and Tyrell, that's what they would pitch, is like, we need to be where we are actively entering at first light when the undead are resting, hiding, whatever it is they do during the day. Terry, maybe you know more about what the undead do and don't do, and I don't know. That's a black robe.
Well, I would just suggest don't really go out at night. Unless you really want to die on the first 3 levels.
No, that's true. But do you have a plan to deal with all of the draconians then?
Well, I'm sure we can deal with the draconians.
Yeah, we
I'm a
dealt
very
with the
friendly fella.
draconians just fine last time, so you can be our undead guru, I suppose.
Did we?
Well, I just suggest that maybe.
I think it's in this moment Tyrell is 100% like trying to be like, no, we were fine. We did good stuff, Terry. We didn't need you. Like he's trying to make it seem like
gone, but that's okay.
Meanwhile,
he's found his nemesis already.
Nice. Okay, so if you guys are ready to go, we can proceed. I mean, it's totally up to you guys.
Is there anything else?
Yeah.
Tyrell would ask. Is there anything else that anyone thinks that we need? These guys have some supplies they will provide us. Is there anything else we think we want? Check your bags, if you would.
Well, I would suggest that before we get in there, we remember. I think you said that you started on the bottom floor and then you went straight upstairs.
Circumstances forced us to do so. Yes.
I think really we should take a more organised. But I mean, if we can't be on the bottom 3 levels in the day, then it might be an idea to get them done as soon as we get in.
We can't be there at night.
What if there's like a secret?
Yeah, the bottom 3
through-
levels at night. Yeah. Well, if we can get.
Yeah, so if we get
in
them,
there,
The
it was.
entrance in the cemetery, though.
Yeah, if we knew, like,
That would be fun.
Tyrell will be like, in the turn to the 3 prophets, like, in the last week, you guys didn't by chance find a secret entrance anywhere.
We didn't look after rescuing your friends and yourselves. We've just been enjoying nature. It's quite invigorating, the mountain air.
Secret
Yeah.
tunnel.
Okay.
You're the heroes. I mean, you were literally in the keep. Did you not find anything?
We mostly were running from Draconians
Horrors.
constantly. Horrors.
Constantly. Selma is
I
like
remember it being
tormented.
Found
Yeah,
sadness and
yeah,
pain.
I think
was
Terry
interesting.
would come to your friends and say they found Rod, didn't they? Come on. How easy. They found a Rod, didn't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
we did
more
get.
than you
Thank you,
found it.
Terry. Yeah, we did get 1 rod. Yes, thank you.
Siswick speaks up. Well, I presume you should spend the rest of the evening here. You're more than welcome to camp out around our fire. It's safe here. And in the morning, you can head out. I'll make pancakes.
I can do
Sounds
pancakes.
Pancakes sound lovely.
Yep.
Lovely. Well,
Yes. Great plan.
have a wonderful night of sleep.
Yep. Remind
Good night.
me mechanically here as we're playing in the old school. As a wizard, I have a whole bunch of spells, but I can only have so many prepared. So what is it? Just simply as part of that, like during the night, I just need to prepare different spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you should have your list of how many spells you can have per.
No, I do, and I
level.
have stuff prepared. I just never change anything. So I think at this point, like Armantaro would perhaps spend a little bit of time with Terry discussing what spells seem to be useful, what spells we
Okay.
wish we would have had.
So keep
that
in
kind
mind
of
that
thing.
it is currently low sanction for Solinary, which is the moon that governs your magic, Tyrell. That means you have a -1 on all your saving throws. Your effective casting level is -1. However, you are aligned with Nuatari, which gives you a +1 saving throw, which negates the -1. And so it just means you have an effective level of -1 right now for your casting levels. However, Nuatari, which is the one black moon that governs Terry, is in high sanction. So you actually get a +1 to all your saving throws. You get an effective level of +2 for all of your casting your spells. And you get 2 additional spells of any level that you choose. So you can choose 2 levels that you can cast. You have to be able to cast the level, but you got to just add 2 additional spells. You're not aligned with anyone right now. So the moons govern your magic, and it
Right.
either
That's what I was
empowers
trying
it
to
or draws it
remember.
away.
Yep. Perfect. So yeah, that
So whenever you get to that high sanction point, always memorize those extra spells just in case. And because you can save
Yep.
them even if the moon moves out and you haven't cast them, they're still there.
Right.
So it's just free spells is all.
we're gonna take this protection from evil 10-foot radius free spell. That's
Nice.
100% happening right now.
Okay. So do you guys need to
Um,
talk about any strategy, or are you good to just go into the morning?
Yeah, I think Tyrell would look at everyone and say, well, to our newer party members, like you've all been given the details. Obviously, we were not able to fully complete the task we were given. So, what suggestions do you all have? Fresh
Sticking
eyes on a problem.
For sure. And I like the plan of heading out first thing in the morning. And we're going through a cemetery. Was that right?
Yeah, and I remember the cemetery being filled with, was it fog?
Yeah.
Something reduced our visibility in there. Yeah, it's has a perpetual fog that just kind of lingers.
Well, I can bless the party before we head out first thing after pancakes. And I think we'll be
After pancakes, yes.
good to go.
I do have some new spells I could potentially prepare. I feel like casting invisibility in a 10-foot radius is also something that would get us past at least the Draconians once we arrive. I don't think they have the ability to detect us if they can't see us, as long as we're quiet about it. It kind of throws a look to Eldric in his heavy armor.
One above the table question: when it comes to the Draconians and things like charm, do they fall under charm monster or charm person? Because
they would
charm
be
person normally does
monsters.
things like troglodyte, and
Yeah.
so they're definitely monsters.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just well, I would just basically say that to my other mage buddy that being a black mage, we deal more in enchantments and illusions and charms. We're not so firebally as the white robes.
The fireball I cast in here last week was great. Did a lot of damage.
Exactly.
I do have, and you'll see that Tyrell also carries around a large staff. My staff also has the ability to cast a handful of spells, which were also very helpful, as we were able to enweb some of the sons of whoever they were again. The brainworm.
Yeah, no.
People. Like, we were able to hold them off for quite some time. So I do have access to some things. But yeah, it's if you think that your charms and things and illusions can help us out, then I'm all for it. I for all the differences we may have, diversity in all things kind of helps out a little bit. So I think this may be beneficial.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm probably not as DPS-y as a white mage. So
I do suppose we all have our talents. Hopefully, it'll be fine. And we have 2 divine casters at this point. It should help us out as well. So yeah, I think we'll be good there. Sorry, I'm trying to look up spells. There's so many stupid spells.
Me too. I'm trying to work through them.
This
what would be
I'm
good?
just noticing this chart is actually inaccurate. The black moon is supposed to be in the center.
Yeah.
It's showing it as it's in the middle. So it would be red, black, white. But that's not how it's supposed to be. This is totally wrong from DLA Dragonlance Adventures. How funny. Wow. I'm going to have to fix that.
Okay, then tell me how it screws up all my spells. Just let me know.
Nothing. I mean, it doesn't affect you at all. Your moon is right.
Okay.
I'm just moving stuff around so that it makes logical sense instead of like the clear error that is just perpetual in the book. Okay, so morning comes. Siswick has this delicious banana and chocolate chip pancake feast available for you with some freshly, squeezed milk available. And as you guys are enjoying your breakfast, he sort of casts a spell over you. He's like, this is just a simple geese to make sure you, go along with what you agreed to go along with.
You don't
Now, what
trust
is a geese?
Oh, it's an encouragement, my dear. It just means that if you change your mind, you will suffer for it. You must
Suffer
complete the
how?
mission.
It's blackmail. It's basically blackmail, which is what these lovely
Well, I wouldn't be so
white clerics like.
rude as to say that. I mean, it's an encouragement. It's let's call it a warranty of sorts.
We're gonna call it okay. Encouragements. That's not.
Do what we say, or
It kind of negates free will. It's
Well,
That's
you
exactly what
agreed to do it,
Sound
did you
good.
not?
and I am a little offended you don't just trust that we will.
Well, I did it last time. I don't know why you're complaining now.
I don't remember a year ago. Did he do it last time? Okay,
Yeah.
then whatever. We're
Yeah,
good.
totally.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It just means if you change your mind and you abandon the mission, you're going to suffer saving throw penalties
Yeah.
that are exponentially worse and worse and worse until you go back to
Right,
doing what
right.
you agreed to do.
We have to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You agreed to do it. Why are you worried now? I mean,
Didn't know what I was agreeing to.
Because-
the death part is much worse than
these
the
white
geese.
clerics are not.
In
Well,
any
these
case, have more
pancakes are
banana
delicious.
pancakes. Enjoy.
Banana.
All right, so now
Selma's
that
gonna
there's
use the
like
time
a
to go to the
seriousness that
bathroom
sort
real
of lands. What's that, Selma? Oh, now that like there's real actual stakes at play here, and you're kind of compelled to complete this mission.
Pancakes and steaks?
Oh,
That's a
boy.
good day.
You know what's ahead of you. You've done this once before. You know it wasn't easy getting through the cemetery. You know it wasn't easy getting into this keep. And then when you're in the keep, it wasn't easy to move around unnoticed, especially because a lot of your group at that time were just willy-nilly wandering on their own, off doing their own things. So maybe you should impress on the group to stick together.
Yeah, I feel like Armantaro would have done that. Like Tyro would have done that the previous night as part of his we split up. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. We need to stick together.
We split
forget
the
us about
party?
it. Much to God's chagrin, yes.
And all of
You've
your
never split
chagrin.
the party.
It was like, why are you doing that? Where are you going? And they're like, I want to explore. So yeah, no, it was a good time. So I mean,
Something about an open world and the three pillars, and I don't know. I wasn't really listening. So.
So you're free to move on into the cemetery if that's what you want to do.
Before we get
Yeah.
to the cemetery, I would pitch to do. Is there a something that you all can do with your divine magic that may be helpful, or I don't know if the undead can see us. I do have the ability to cast the invisibility in a wide radius if we all stick together.
Son,
I would like to bless our party while we're all gathered here.
how long does that last?
It's 6 melee rounds, so is now a good time?
I would
Perhaps, or
probably
should I-
wait till you're in the thick of it before you do that then. Or right
Okay.
before you know you're going to be entering combat. Because you guys still have to get to the cemetery at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say I believe the invisibility, as long as no one performs any hostile actions, I believe it stays on. I'm looking at it right now. I don't see a duration. It just says special, and I think that's what the description
level
says.
is it?
That it's a third.
Yeah.
It's a third level spell. So, but I was looking at
The 10-foot radius one?
invisibility of it.
It's essentially the same as normal.
It's the same as normal, but I can do it in a 10-foot radius as long as we're all grouped together.
Okay, so normal invisibility is that first level?
Second.
Normal
Normal invisibility is
Second,
level 2.
yeah.
Okay, so you vanish from sight and you're not detected by normal vision or even infravision. although invisible creature is not magically silenced with respect to noises normally to it. If any form of attack is made, the invisible creature immediately becomes visible. Okay.
Terry, are you able to cast silence? Because I believe it. I'm not sure if it requires concentration. I can't.
Here's the
remember
rub. If he starts casting silence
You don't.
after you've cast invisibility, it will negate his
Then
invisibility.
we
Yeah, so we can't. That's
but
true.
I
So we,
don't. I can't cast silence anyway because silence I think
Okay.
isn't one of my schools, so I can't
Yeah.
cast silence.
But if we all believe we can be quiet, and stay together, perhaps we take some of this rope and tie it around our waist so that we don't get separated. We have to stay in that close proximity, or walk around with a hand on a shoulder, whatever you all think is best. But if we do this, we might be able to pass through a fair amount of this, as long as, like I said, as long as you don't make any aggressive actions. And his eyes flick to Selma hard. we should be able to just walk through, as long as we can do it quietly.
Yes, let's just stick close together then.
Okay. So you head toward the outer edge of the cemetery and cast it then?
I would cast it probably far enough away that we are out of line of sight of the cemetery, because I feel like I'm trying to remember if as soon as we got in, did they immediately descend upon us as soon as we entered, or I can't remember.
Basically, you started moving into the cemetery, and that's where you were discovered by creatures. So
they saw us, and so before we get to the cemetery proper, close enough out, how are we? Are we all just walking a hand on a shoulder? Everyone, is that how we're doing this?
No, I am levitating in my boots of levitation that Adam gave me. I am just a couple inches off the ground so I don't make any noise.
So keep in mind, someone's going to have to
Excellent.
push you, or you're going to have to hold someone to pull you.
We're all tied together with a rope, right?
Yeah, so that was the question. So that's what's the vote, the party vote? Are we doing this with rope so that we stick together, or are we? Okay, great. So Armantaro will pull some rope out of his bag and tie it around his waist, and then just daisy chain all of us together. I'm sure nothing bad will happen as Adam is laughing.
What could possibly
Alright.
go wrong? You're all tied together.
Everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, we tie us up together, and then he will cast the spell, far enough out that it's not a problem.
Right.
So.
All right, cool. So you guys enter into the cemetery area, and it is exactly as you remember. There is an ever-present fog. You can still see through it. It's just atmosphere. It's daylight outside. The wind is blowing. The clouds are starting to gather into sort of clusters at this point, hiding the majority of direct sunlight. And as the temperature starts to drop with the obscuring of the sun, the fog just adds this extra element of creep out factor. You hear hooting of owls and the scurrying of rodents through the grass and the trees, and chipmunks are chattering and screeching as you guys start to get close. They can't see you, but they must have keen hearing, and they can hear your footsteps crunching down on leaves and twigs as you're moving through invisibly into this space. You see, what are you guys doing with your raven and your hawk? You're muted.
I would say my raven's literally just staying on my shoulder
Okay, so he's just staying invisible
at the moment.
Where
Yeah.
Talon is normally constantly on air patrol, but we've been here before, and I don't want him to, because last time they started shooting at him. So I would probably do the same thing. I'd have him come down and be just same thing, sitting on the shoulder, trying to be quiet. Just Tyrell's thinking if we can just get through this, and maybe even through the gates, if we can just get inside, this will be a lot smoother than last time.
Right. So as you're moving forward, you can hear the rustling of foliage all around you, and you just slowly are moving into the area. You remember this is about the point where you were attacked by stow ropers last time, and you're just slowly doing your
Can you
best.
switch our view on Roll20?
Oh, I guess if you want to see.
I mean, it's the audience. We're here for the audience, guys.
They can see
as long
it.
as they can see.
They're the important ones.
They are.
You're just the next batch to die. No, I'm just kidding.
Pretty much.
So you get about to this point, and you instantly start hearing this sort of snorting sound. And you remember from the last time you were here, about a week and a couple days ago, there were wereboars that chased you down last time and stopped just in front of the bridge itself. And you actually in the distance can see them sort of like scurrying around and rooting down into the ground. The mist must be covering up anything that might prevent them. And here's something I should probably let everyone watching know, and any Dragonlance fans out there know. Old school Dragonlance was not as rigid with the rules as modern Dragonlance had become in second and third editions. There was were creatures in these first edition, and there were drow in this first edition, not just in the stories, but actually in the modules. And they're in this module specifically as well. So understand that the lore is going to be slightly twisted because of the era that this came out in compared to the lore you might be familiar with today. But this is all by the book, by the adventure, so deal with it. So you see these wereboars sort of rooting around in the cemetery, digging up areas. You see like one of them like lift up this little, what looks like a little fungus and starts like biting into it and eating it. And you guys are just sort of like frozen for a minute as you see these massive creatures. Do you continue on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly.
So you're going off of memory, but you're pretty sure you turned left at this point and you started moving in. And this is about the time you start hearing more and more scurrying. You actually see, not far from in front of you, a stow roper just sort of hanging out, as it were. Right here, you see its massive tentacles just sort of flailing around. It like reaches out into the tree and rips out a squirrel and pulls it into its massive maw and eats it. Stow ropers are basically like they look like little, like a cigar shaped basically, but they're like ropers, but they have 8 tentacles and they're actually stony looking. They look like big piles of stone, almost like a cairn stacked on itself, but sentient and terrifying. So as you're slowly getting close to it, and at about this point, you're noticing that behind you, the pigs are doing a lot of sort of sniffing the air as if they can smell your scent. Maybe the banana or chocolate has carried with you from breakfast. And they're sort of searching around.
Armantaro will pick up the pace just a little bit, kind of like yanking on the rope so that everyone gets the sense that we should be moving and picking up just a little bit here.
And just about that time, not only do you see the stow roper moving around right next to you, you start to see were-rats climbing out from behind, underneath grave sites and just sort of patrolling around like they're sort of finding like little creatures to sort of grab and eat. One of them picks up some beetles and crushes it and then stuffs it in its mouth as it's sort of scurrying around. You guys are completely surrounded by these creatures. Now would be the worst possible time for anyone to step on a stick, for example. Can I get a dex check from everyone?
Oh.
Everybody
floating? If we're floating, do we have to do dex check?
No, you don't. Whoa, Fatelyn, good job. Nice job, Tyrell. Tibbs.
Not good.
Gregory.
Oh dear.
Not good.
Please tell me this is a group check.
Yes.
Right.
The medium.
They didn't really have
Group
these
check,
in
we win.
AD&D. So as you guys are moving, 2 of you just hear this and you can't see who did it. You're not sure if it was you or someone else because you can't see each other. You just feel the pressure of a rope around your waist. But instantly, all of the other creatures whip their heads toward your general direction, and slowly, the rats are slowly moving toward you. Now, you guys at this point...
a piece of
What's
smoked
that?
deer.
What's that?
I throw my piece of smoked deer in the other direction. I have that in my inventory.
Okay.
Meat the other way.
So you toss meat in a different direction. As soon as it hits the ground,
Yeah.
you see that there's two other stow ropers that hadn't been noticed before that instantly appear. And their tentacles snap out to where it landed on the ground. And the massive wereboar... Oh, I didn't get one of the wereboars. I don't want to cheat you guys out of a possible wereboar. The wereboars are starting to charge down toward that area of sound, and the were-rats are coming dangerously close as they're charging toward that area too. So I assume you guys move?
If Tyrell sees that these things are kind of moving down and past, like he's gonna pick up the pace a little bit, like tugging on the rope, like, okay, great, let's just like let's go.
Now's the time.
Tyrell knows if we can get to the bridge, we're cool.
All right, let me grab your characters really quick. So you see the bridge in front of you. You know that those creatures, even if they picked up on where you are specifically, they don't ever cross that bridge. At least they didn't last time. So as soon as you get to this bridge, you see this massive 1,000-foot drop off into the depths of the massive mountain crevasse that Dargaard Keep is sort of perched at the edge of. On the other side of this massive gate, you see at the very top these sort of crenellated battlements where Draconians are sort of patrolling uninterestedly. On the other side, you actually, of this crevasse, you see that there's 3 Draconians, 2 Seavacs. Let me pull them out to the right layer. And 1 Baz guarding the door. The door itself is open wide enough for a horse to go through. So you know that if you're quiet, if they don't notice you, you can walk right past them.
Is there a point anywhere on here, like maybe as we get to kind of this end of the bridge, would Tyrell feel that we are far enough away from the bullshittery that is the graveyard and far enough away from the, like, he's looking for a point. Is there a point that he feels along this bridge here somewhere where he could like whisper to the rest of the group this information? Or is this like, because I guess he wouldn't know if it's obvious to everyone that it looks like we can sneak past, but
the were creatures have all rushed off to where the stow ropers had snatched up that beef that Selma threw. So at this point, this is probably your best chance at speaking without anyone hearing you.
Okay, and he will still whisper, and we'll stage whisper for the audience here, and it'll be like, okay, if we can make it across the bridge, I think we can get through the door. Whoever stepped on a twig, I will kill you later. It's fine. Let's keep going. And he'll kind of wait a beat for anyone else, if there's any other comments from anyone else or discussion to be had before he continues to press forward.
Okay. As you emerge from the cemetery and approach the bridge, upon close examination, you see claw marks on the dirt at the edge of the bridge. And the fog rises heavily out of the chasm. Visibility is dropped very, very low. You can barely see the battlements in front of you and above you. But you do see these massive doors through the fog to the keep. And you see there's 2 torches on the other side with the Draconians that are sort of standing guard, just sort of examining around. No one ever enters Dargaard Keep except for you guys, like over a week ago. And so they're not really expecting anyone. So it is very much, you just have to be quiet. And that's where we're going to do another dex check. As you're passing the Draconians on the bridge, slowly moving through.
Now, I know the audience can't see it, but in our little chat here on Discord, right when we started the session, I did offer a prayer to RN Jesus to bless our dice. So, except for Amy.
The Ranger, ironically. So, as
This
you
isn't
go-
her favored terrain. Like, the keep is not favored terrain.
Right.
So,
the stone bridge is not favored terrain. As you guys are
Right.
walking, one of the stone tiles underneath your feet sort of cracks and wobbles, and instantly the three draconians like jerk up to attention and are looking around. You see this one start to move forward, and he's like sniffing the air. I smell something. Weapon and armor oil. There's someone here. So we're at initiative at this point, because these draconians are going to act. Whether or not you engage in combat is entirely up to you, but know that we're going to be going into initiative. So they don't see you. They're aware of you. Raku, are you going to... Raku, I still have you listed as Raku. Let me fix that real quick.
I'm going to have my bow ready.
Okay, so if your bow is ready, you can fire off a round if you want to, but it will drop your invisibility.
No, I'm just going to be ready.
Okay. So is your plan
Just
to
in
move
case
with
we're
the
attacked.
group?
Yeah, but I want to be ready just in case we are
So
attacked.
understand that if you're readying an action, you cannot move. You have to stay there preparing for that action.
Yep, old school's different, not 5th edition.
So you're either going to move with the group or you're going to wait with your bow drawn and ready.
I'm going to move with the group and hope.
Okay. And Tyrell, what are you going to do? Normally you'd be able to communicate with each other, but you're right next to Draconians. I imagine you want to be silent, so talking with each other isn't the best. You can't see each other. You do have the one benefit of actually being tied to each other, which is a way to communicate. So it's impossible to know what each other are doing. So I want to keep that in mind as you're declaring what you're going to do before initiative rolls here.
So with Tyrell, being in the front of this, and this was kind of his plan, knowing what has come before, his action would be to just tug on the rope behind him, like keep going, and silently keep going. And if you could read his mind, there's a chance he was converting to Paladin in this moment as he begins to pray. He's like, this shit's just gotta work. It's just gotta work. Okay. But yeah, he's just gonna tug on the rope and continue to move forward.
Selma, are you just gonna float along?
Yep, just floating along.
Eldric?
Eldric is probably of the mind that, well, this has worked so far, so he will continue to just move forward as well.
Okay. Fatelyn?
Yes, Fatelyn wants to get away from these Draconians silently, so she will continue.
And Terry?
Well, Terry actually can see everyone. So he's going to carry on.
Humble brag.
Well, he can see, so he's like...
Is it not obvious why Tyrell has issue with this man already? Everything is just like, yeah, I can see it, it's fine. Yeah, we know what's happening.
It's okay,
we don't care.
Don't worry about it.
You don't know.
Just keep it on the DL. And...
Yeah.
No, I
hate the player, or hate the game.
Let's sneak.
Oh no, it's the character. Like if Tyrell knew that Terry could see through the invisibility, he'd be so pissed.
So
that's why he's not telling you. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. So let's roll initiative. Who is going to be the group initiative roller? It's a D6 for each side of battle. So the bad guys rolled a 2.
I mean, it's probably
not me on my roll,
just because he's been up front. Oof. So is there an initiative on
Selma.
the character sheet, or is it,
no,
Selma
it's per
6.
group. So the group chooses Selma. You rolled first, so you're going to be the initiative roller for the group. You rolled a
Okay,
6.
sounds good.
You want to get low, so the bad guys are going to go first. So they're
Whoop.
sniffing around, and they're trying to discover where that sound came from. I'm going to have this CVAC give me a intelligence roll. Where is my monsters, creatures? See if you can
Sorry.
intuit
Where is the monster?
where you
I will get you
weirdos
a
are.
mirror for Christmas
They actually don't have
so that you
stats
know where
on
the
this.
monster is.
So I'm going to do a D100. Good old fashioned.
Wow.
I rolled a 7. He turns and faces the rogue. I'm sorry, the ranger who made a sound. And with his reach, he's going to bring his sword down in that area. Unfortunately, Eldric is right in front of him, which he doesn't know. So he's going, what he's going to do. So we have to declare what we're going to do. You guys already declared that you're going to move. They're clearly seeking you out and going to try to attack you if they can find you. He believes he's pinpointed with his senses where the bad person is. So he's going to swing the weapon down, thinking he's going to be attacking Arwynn. He doesn't know it's you, but just the sound, not knowing that there's something else in the way. So his attack roll is clearly going to have to be able to hit Eldric in order to hit anything. So let's see what happens. He's going to do a base attack roll. No modifier. A 14. What is...
Eldric's armor class is a -3.
Wow. So for the CVAC, I should not have closed that. He would have hit a -1, not a -3. And so he swings the sword down, and Eldric is just like holding, like going straight rigid as the sword hits right in front of his face and just slices down in front of him. And you just hear this whoosh right by you. You can all see the Draconian. He cannot see you, but that was a little too close for comfort, even for Eldric. And Eldric is a paladin. He doesn't like sneaking around all the time. This is not his way of doing things. He's not an idiot, though. So, as you know, he'll clearly go with the group if you guys really want to move along. The second Draconian is going to do his best to intuit where you are based on where his friend swung his sword. And he's looking around and he just can't see. Who are you swinging at? He's like, I swear there's someone in front of me. They must be invisible. The other CVAC or the other Draconian
hold on. Which
calls
are
out.
Stevex intelligent enough to know that?
Oh, yeah. These are, yeah, absolutely. Baz are actually.
Which ones were the smart
spellcasting.
one? Oh, it's Yeah, okay.
So CVAC and
that's
Baz
right.
are actually pretty effective.
They're intelligent
warriors.
enough. Yeah, okay.
I mean, they're standing guard in front of Dargaard Keep. And so they're sort of communicating. He's like walking up. I don't see anyone. I don't hear anyone. And the Baz, let me see what the Baz can do as he is trying to decipher where you all are. Yeah, actually the Baz are kind of the stupid ones. He's looking around. He's like, I don't see anyone either. Perhaps you just heard one of the stones moving under the immense weight of your ass. And he was like, I know I heard someone. So you guys have to do your best to move past them through the gates. I'm going to do one more dex check as you're moving out. And this is the last one. And you're inside of the Dargaard Keep.
Yeah.
Can you do it? Yes. Yes. No. Eldric.
Yes.
As you move in, the next round, what are you guys going to do?
There is a part of Eldric, like he makes this sound because as they're getting up there, he turns around and he's like kind of mean mugging these Draconians, and he's like, under his breath, he's like, yeah, I could take him.
He totally could take him too.
But so his, I'm gonna make an intelligence roll for myself here. As
Sure. Man.
Tyrell is 100% like still tugging on the rope, like move forward, we're almost there. Oh God. No, Eldric wants to fight today. Sorry, guys.
So Eldric,
Okay.
but no one
Eldric
knows
is-
this unless Eldric says something.
Yep. Nope. He doesn't say anything. He's just kind of like stopped there and like waiting for this thing to come at him.
So he's going to have
Like
to
he's-
cut himself free if he's going to get free of the rope.
Yeah. I mean, I rolled horribly. So yeah, he's gonna.
Or he's about to literally drag us into a fight.
Right.
We're slowly nudging forwards.
So I don't know
silently.
if he would. I don't know if he would like cut himself from the rope. He's just like he wants a piece of this. So I don't know. He's probably pulling a sword. If
Shh, that's a holy avenger. That will dispel your spell instantly with its just
will
inherent
it?
magic. He has a +5 holy avenger.
okay, well I'm not normally Eldric. I don't know what
I
he's
know.
got.
I'm just telling you.
Maybe he'll pull out a dagger. Just thinking, he's like, I'm invisible. He's like, he gets close enough, I'll just shank him.
Very un-paladin like behavior. I'll just shank him. He's not a nice Lamnia, but he's also not a thief. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he's just. I think this is just a bravado thing. Like I'm trying to role play the 20
All right.
that I rolled as a
So,
horrible
Arwynn,
fail.
what's your plan? You can't see anyone. You know you've been moved forward. You heard some sort of armor moving behind you, but you're not sure who it was because there's a bunch of people wearing armor.
I feel like I don't have enough information to feel confident about doing anything, but just staying quiet, continuing along as best I can, and just
Okay.
observing.
And Tyrell, what are you going to do? Tyrell?
Tyrell is just. I already said what Tyrell's doing, but he's just moving forward, like pulling on the rope, thinking like we're almost there. Just keep going. So
And
his
Selma-
intent is just to keep tugging and
Right. And Selma, you're just going to keep going?
I'm floating.
Fatelyn?
Yeah, so since I can't see anything necessarily, I'm gonna continue going forward stealthily.
Okay. And Terry, you see the paladin slowly pulling a dagger from his belt. Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you.
I think Terry's probably got his eating knife out, and he's really consciously got it on the rope, thinking this guy's going to go. So I'm going to cut the rope and try and push Fatelyn out of the way, so that if he decides to go, then we can sweep round him.
Okay. All
Because
right.
I'm assuming the rope's almost in a round circle. So
Yeah, I would imagine
I'm
it'd be
sort of-
something like that.
readying
Okay.
myself just to slice that rope in front of me and just push her around him.
And you all heard the armor
Just
clanking when you moved past, and so you know they heard it as well. So they're going to be searching out wherever that sound is coming from. So that's what they're going to do. So with all that in mind, let's roll initiative again. D6, Selma. Oof, they did not roll well. Okay. So this is going to happen simultaneously. So I'm going to have them go and then you guys go, and just know that you are moving inside the courtyard. So these courtyards are overgrown with grass and weeds. Against the walls are weathered remains of horse stables and merchant stalls. In the center areas are scattered grave sites. You see that there's shabby spears randomly stuck into the ground next to these grave sites. And as you guys are slowly moving in, these draconians are searching you out. Oh, sorry, I rolled the wrong one. The Baz has no idea. The first CVAC has no idea. Yeah, they're just sort of wandering around trying to look. You see them sort of like wildly like just swinging their swords in front of them to see if they hit someone or something. They know they heard something around here, but they can't see you or discern you. So with that all in mind, everyone else is sort of moving aside. What's Eldric doing? You said he was pulling out his sword or his dagger just in case.
He's pulling out a dagger, and then I'll get through this, and then we'll let actual Eldric jump back in here. He's pulling out a dagger, but like in seeing that these guys appear to not be intelligent enough to find where he is, I think he's just kind of like backing up into the keep, like just
Right.
like they can't get me. So yeah, he will sneak the rest of the way in.
Okay. So we don't have to do initiative anymore if you don't want to. I just want to show you on the map where you all are. You've passed through the gate. You're on the inside of the courtyard, and you do see that there are patrols of Draconians moving around. You see 2 large doors in front of you that you know lead into the sort of entryway into Dargaard Keep. What's your plan from this point?
Remind me while we got this. Where's the door that we went into the last time? Was
So
this door, right?
you see that, underneath each of these terraces on the upper levels, there's little doors. In this particular one right here, you guys had entered it, tied up a Draconian, and for as long as you know, he's probably still in there. Of course, people have probably come through and like freed him and stuff, and they told him about the whole group and stuff. But at this point, you know that these outer rooms have like little slits about a foot wide. You can't get through into the inside in them, but you can see that you can shoot arrows and you can cast magic on the inside or pass weapons, which is what they're really used for.
Right.
But the main entryway is here.
This is where we gained the information, like because we had done that, and that's the whole thing was, which we would have told the group the night before at the campfire, that that our Tyrell would just say that he used a shape-shifting ability to look like the Draconian, and then we presented the rest of the party as like what am I thinking here? Like prisoners, and like snuck in, and that they were supposed to go see Lord Soth. Like it's coming back to me now, and that's how we had got into this main door. But as we're all still tied together and invisible, I think Tyrell's intent is to still just head. Like this wasn't a good door. Are we aware of other doors that are here, or are we just?
You're really.
I guess
not.
if we're invisible, Tyrell probably on some level didn't think we were getting this far. Robert sure didn't. He's played enough games with Adam to be like, there's no way. But I think at this point, if we're past a point, are we at another space where Tyrell feels like he could whisper to the group without being heard?
Yeah, you hear the commotion of regular sentry guards, and there's a lot of Draconians everywhere. There's massive patrols moving through each of these little courtyard spaces. Up at the terraces, there's massive patrols. On the battlements, there's massive patrols. So there is a cacophony of just sound of people moving around. And so if you whisper quietly, you could probably get by just talking to each other.
Okay, so yeah, he will start whispering. He's like, and pointing, and he'd be like, that door is the main entrance. That's where we went last time. There's got to be other doors. I don't know where they're at. Do we want to just wander around until we find a better option?
Yes.
You'll have to lead me. I mean, you'll have to lead me. I'm in the rear, and I don't know where you're pointing.
Shit, you're right.
All right, hold on. Let's take a break on that note. We're 2 hours in. Let's take a 10-minute break. For everyone watching, thank you guys so much. We will be right back. It'll be under 10 minutes, so see you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you all so very much
Yep.
for standing by. We are back faster than expected. And we've got Eldric with us. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All
How
right,
about yourself?
Good. Welcome. All right, so we have been sneaking through into the courtyard areas. You are currently in the main courtyard space. I'm going to sort of give you a bird's eye view here. You guys are right about here at the bottom. I'm going to show the audience here. At the bottom of the front courtyard, what direction do you want to explore?
If we're still kind of having this whispered conversation here,
Yeah.
I would be like, yeah, I forgot. You can't see. Those two big doors, that's the main hall. We didn't really explore much else. There's a door to the left. Yeah, there's a door to the left that I wonder if that draconian's still tied up in there. No, there's no way. Yeah, so that's but we don't know where anything else is. What do you guys? This would be a lot easier if we could see each other.
Yeah.
I guess I'd suggest that we don't go through the main door. Hey, that might not be a good plan. Maybe one of those side doors you said. Last time you said there was only one guard.
Well, there was several guards in there, and we kind of snuck past him by. I made myself look like a draconian, and we told him that we had prisoners, and we got pretty far. Lady, Kiriara, her room, cell, whatever you want to call it. When you go in, it's up at the top of the stairs. We didn't get much further than that.
I'd suggest we should really probably try and clear that bottom floor as soon as we can. I mean, it's going to get dark in a few hours.
There wasn't much in that particular room. Maybe there's another door we can do better in.
But did you do the whole floor?
No. When we went in and went up, was it to the third floor when we went up? Because it was a big staircase, right?
Yeah.
We ended up on the third floor. When you go in, there's two big spiral staircases that go up around the edge of the tower. So there wasn't really, it's a huge grand entryway. Wasn't much really there. And I don't think we saw any other doors. Did we see any other doors? Like when we were in on that main level, it was just the stairs, right?
Yeah, I mean, you
Like
saw tunnels
throne.
moving, like tunnels. You see corridors, moving behind the stairs, but you guys didn't explore those. You just went straight up the stairs.
Yeah, we just went straight up to the third floor. Yeah. Most of what we did was on the third floor, and then was at the fourth floor because we'd gone up the next set.
Yeah.
And that's where we found the armor stuff. We explored a good part of the third floor, and some of the fourth floor.
The fourth floor was
where
the library was.
Yeah. And I would communicate that, but we didn't do hardly anything on the first or second floor, so.
Or maybe we clear them first. And if you say that their barracks is up on the fourth.
No, their barracks is on the first.
Or higher.
The barracks is on the first floor. Yeah.
Their barracks is on the first.
Yeah, because I was trying to remember that was my bad memory as a player, from a year ago. What did we do? Because we asked the Draconian, and he told us that on the up in the parapets and on those upper walkways that there was stuff up there. He said that they don't go in there. So they, So I'm trying to remember from way back, but
sure.
If we're gonna go on the first floor, do we go on the main door or do we try to find a side entrance?
Side entrance.
Yeah,
Somebody
so
to your left.
find a side entrance.
Into my head.
I do believe a side entrance would be quite convenient.
Agreed.
Okay. So you notice that as you're facing the keep itself, on the right side it's completely crumbled down, and a lot of the keep and a lot of the floor of the courtyard space and the terraces above and the actual battlements have crumbled and fallen into the massive ravine below that this is sort of perched on the edge of. And that happened back in the Cataclysm. At this point, you could move clockwise around the courtyard, but counterclockwise would be a little bit perilous, but you could still try it.
If we're seeing that, then I would, Tyrell would be like, well, if I suggest we stay invisible as long as we can, let's perhaps continue to the left, and we'll start making that clockwise. Kind of he'll tug on the rope and start leading everyone that way. Like I don't want to try to climb when everyone's tied together and invisible. That sounds like a bad idea. His intelligence is 20. He was smarter than this.
So at the bottom level of the courtyard, you see that door where you had broken in and tied up the Draconian, and that's right here on the bottom level. As you start to move over to this other main courtyard, you see a patrol of Draconians moving in, and I need dex checks, please.
Yep.
Oof. Arwynn and Fatelyn. Okay. So instantly, as you're moving past, the Draconian patrol stops. They're like, "Hey, did you hear that? Yes, I did hear something. It's right around here." And they scream up to the battlements, "Did you guys see anyone entering?" Like, "No, we haven't seen anyone. Is there someone here? I am hearing movement right around us. We might have interlopers. Pay more attention up there." And as there's 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're sort of moving around, but they can't pinpoint exactly where you are. Is your plan to try to skirt the keep side of the courtyard, go in the middle, or go on the outer edge of the courtyard?
Where are they relative to those?
They're sort of in the center as they're patrolling the area.
I mean, if we're looking for a door in, Armantaro would kind of like tug the rope to like make it to the keep side, unless there's strong tugging of the rope from other people to go a different direction.
Okay.
No tugging.
So as you guys are sort of staying closer to the keep, like skirting around them, doing your best to stay quiet, before you completely pass them by, give me another dex check. Oof. All right, so with 2 failed dex checks again.
Oops.
Death check.
2 failed death checks. These guys are they just are having the hardest time pinpointing where you are, but they're hearing stuff around them. "Do you think it's the undead? Are they can't be awake yet, can they?" Like, "No, there's no way they'd be awake yet. It's still daylight. But I'm clearly hearing something. It's not the banshees, is it?" And they're kind of just talking amongst themselves as they're searching around, unable to detect exactly where they are, but they do know that you are there. Well, something is there anyway. Okay, so you move over to the next room.
Enough?
What's that?
Oh, I was saying, is anyone charismatic enough to pretend to actually be a banshee or an undead and make them run away?
I have an 18.
That seems like it's great. I have a 14. You go for it.
I'm just going to...
I want you to give me an
Not do
intelligence,
anything.
a wisdom check. Give me a wisdom check.
I said I am not going to do anything.
Okay.
I want
I
to
am
pre-apologize to Ash and Greg. Like, this is you guys signed up with the wrong group to
Nah.
do stuff.
This is quite usual.
Chaotic Stupid is our party alignment, so
It's more of a condition.
it's fine. We're looking at a tree.
All right, so as you move to the
Wait,
outside...
I can make this stop?
Yeah, this is a choice. As you move to the outside, you see another door on this side right here that's closed, and the courtyard's being patrolled by some Draconians further on. They're not quite close enough to be a threat to you, but you do see that there is a door right next to you.
If
Let's open
Armantaro is
that
still kind of
door.
leading the way, I will check the door. Does it appear to be locked?
You're going to have to put your hand on it and twist it if you want to do that.
Yeah,
Touch the door.
I'll touch the door.
We're not
Touch
We're not gonna
me.
be this party.
I think you already are in this.
Unlike most D&D players, I'm not
We're
afraid
gonna
of doors.
get
They're just all mimics
through
and will
the
eat
door.
my face.
They're all
I will-
mimics and will eat my face.
I will open the door.
Yeah, I will attempt to open the door. Yeah.
You're going to have to wait for me to find the
Open
note
the
on the door on where it is.
I'm so committed to opening doors. I tried to go through a door that was painted on a wall once in one of Adam's
I'm
games.
going to try.
That's
to
true, with
open
your
the
body.
door.
Yeah,
Thrown
it
right
didn't
into
open.
the door. It was hilarious. All right, I'm having a hard time finding the note for this door.
It's
anywhere.
open and there's nothing that'll hurt you.
It's
and
unlocked,
inside there is-
untrapped. It's just a great
Your
door.
dad's there, and he's excited to hug you.
No, we already made him do the whole dad thing last time, so.
Right. Your mom's there, and she's excited to hug you.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
I'm going to try to open the door.
So as Eldric, you reach up and you just open the door. It opens right behind a Sevac Draconian. Let me get you guys' bodies over there.
Good news. It was unlocked, and there weren't any traps. Bad news.
There's
And there's
someone
stuff for you to
right
kill.
there. So as let me show you and the room here, the group. So let's move Eldric in front. And this is actually a large creature. Each of these squares is 10 feet. Keep that in mind. So as you open the door, it immediately alerts this creature. And as you interact with something, you drop your invisibility. And it immediately sees you. Initiative. So it's a D6.
nice
Selma
weather
is
you have.
rolling for the group.
Yeah, I gotta
Uh,
find that test.
Where is initiative?
Rolling.
There isn't
gonna
one. You don't.
win.
It's a group initiative, and Selma's rolling it.
Didn't win.
Oh.
Sorry.
So it gets
It's not a 6
initiative.
this time. Let's celebrate that. It's not a 6 this time.
Right.
Got a stick.
So it's going to obviously strike out at you, Eldric. What are you going to do? What's your plan?
I'm going to impale it with my broadsword.
Raku is what it says. Arwynn, what's your plan? So you see
Where
the
am I?
paladin right in front of you. Do you see right here?
Okay. Yeah.
So you see the paladin appear in front of you as he opens the door, and through the door you see a Sevac Draconian just looming, turning around, and clearly ready to attack. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna. get
Now
my bow.
remember, shooting an arrow into melee is very, very dangerous. Not to mention it has cover from the door a little bit. Because you could hit your friend, is my point.
And it will also
Okay.
break
Oh,
your
yeah, there-
it'll also break your
It'll-
invisibility.
We're all not invisible anymore.
No, the only one who's not invisible right now is Eldric. Everyone else still is, because as long as you don't do anything, you're still invisible.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm just. Can I get my dagger ready?
Yeah, you can pull out your dagger.
Not actually use it unless I need to, but I just have it
Actually,
ready.
Well, this is your.
Adam.
I'm asking what you're going to do in this round. So if all you're going to do
Oh.
is pull out a dagger and not do anything with it, that's fine. But you're not going to be able to do something that you don't declare right now.
before we get
So-
too deep into this, Adam.
We're in initiative, man.
Well, the spell says that the spellcaster or recipient could open doors, talk, eat, climb stairs, etc. But any form of attack is made, the invisible creature immediately becomes visible.
Oh, so it can open doors.
So
It turns
doors.
around. Something clearly opened the door, so it's going to be inspecting on its turn. Eldric,
Okay.
are you still going to plan on attacking?
You are
if
still
I'm-
invisible.
If I'm still invisible, I am not. I'm just going to have my broadsword ready.
Okay,
Just
and
in
Arwyn's going
case
to have
he
her weapon
does.
ready. So
And I am going to take a step backwards, just in case he decides to move forward.
on your turn, yeah. Tyrell, what's your plan?
A little bit. Just he's trying to. He's hoping that no one else does anything. He's just gonna maybe like sidestep out of the way. Like he's trying to keep up invisibility as long as we can.
Okay.
So he's just gonna kind of take a step to the left and be like, nope.
So you
So,
guys have to
Arwynn
be
would like
super
to do that
close together because you're still tied by rope. So everyone has to be sort of with Eldric, sort of bunched up in
So-
that 10-foot space.
Tyrell is like tugging the rope to like scoot this way. Like we haven't. The door is open. Maybe nothing will happen. Like he's gonna try to scoot to the side here.
All right, and what's your plan,
I'll follow.
Terry? You muted.
Yeah, my plan would be to go with the group really to probably to the what would be our left-hand side of the door.
Right.
So I don't really want to ready a spell, but I'm keeping an eye out in the courtyard for the other group that's coming, because if this guy pops out and starts shouting,
Mm-hmm. All right.
we could get overrun.
Selma, what are you doing? You're just floating there?
All tied together, or are we all kind of like in a corral situation?
No, you're tied together with a rope.
Where in the chain am I?
I mean, it wasn't really set up as like this person's next to me. You're just all tied together within 10 feet of the wizard.
I'll be last. I'm gonna start hovering a little higher. I'm gonna get like
So you have to push off of someone to. Well, you can lift up, but you just can't move left or right.
I can levitate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not going to
levitate
be
a
able to
little
go
higher.
much further high because you're tied together. Like you have
That's
to
fine.
stay within 10 feet, which means you have to be closer to that than the person next to you, which is 5 feet from the person, the wizard. So
I have a
You're
movement
limited.
speed with these,
right, but
But
you're
I don't
actively
think I
tied
have to.
together right now.
but I don't have to like push off someone to.
To
Like,
go
if I
up and
wanted to move
down,
up
you
next-
don't, but you're tied to someone, which means you don't have the ability
Right.
to move further up because the rope is
Oh, I
holding you
see.
down.
Yeah, I just want to get as high as I can on that. I just want to be a little
So,
high. That's all.
Terry and Arwynn, you're going to be feeling the rope pulling upward from you, sort of like lifting up a little bit, but it's not actually moving much. But so you're feeling a tug to the left and you're feeling a tug above in two different directions. And Fatelyn, what's your plan?
Glenn will instinctively get ready to shuffle backwards silently at the sight of Draconian.
Okay. So the Draconian got initiative, so it goes for first. It's going to move forward. Instantly bumps into Eldric and swings its sword down at him. Is it going to roll? Why did it not roll? Swing, you fool! What the heck?
It already knows it's going to fail.
Or it's going to succeed spectacularly. Why
I
isn't
will be
it?
shocked.
Why isn't it rolling? Roll, you damn
You
thing! All
don't
right, I'm
get
going
to
to
play
20.
D&D today.
All right, so it hits a
Oh.
-3 armor class. What's your armor class?
-3.
Oh, wait, perfect. So it slices into you with its bastard sword. You take 8 damage as it cuts into you. Your invisibility drops away. And I'm going to give it a 50-50 chance that the sword cuts down and cuts the rope. It does not cut the rope. So on your turn, you had said you were going to be backing up. So you slowly back up away from it. As you're moving away from it, it gets an opportunity attack. 16 was that -3 still. So it cuts you again with its opportunity attack. You take 3 damage on that attack as you move back. We're at initiative again. let's do the D6 for the group. You all see Eldric appear. They got a 5, you got a 2, so you go first. So before you guys act, I just need to know what you're going to do. So Eldric, what's your plan?
I'm cutting him down.
Okay, you're going to attack. Arwynn, what's your plan? Arwynn?
Sorry, I was having trouble unmuting. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, can I? Will he be in the way if I try to use my dagger? Can I?
You can move forward and you can both reach in to attack him. But you would be blocking people behind you is all. You absolutely can, though.
Yeah, I think that would be what I would instinctively do.
All right. Selma, what are you going to do?
I am going to stop hovering, run forward to Eldric's side, and loose forth into the hallway 998 ball bearing.
What?
Thank you. Yes,
There's no ball bearings in first edition.
yes, there is. They're already in my gear.
That's a lie. The cake is a lie.
It's not a lie.
Yeah, there is.
It's not a lie.
Stop it! Don't encourage her. All right, Terry, what's your
Encourage
plan?
Well, I think these guys have got it, but my real concern is that suddenly these boys are going to become visible, and what is behind us is. How far away is the group roving the grounds behind us?
They look like they're a good 40 feet away from you. But
So they'll make it.
at
in a
this
turn.
point, with combat, they can see and hear Eldric being cut and the Draconian fighting through
Yeah.
the doorway.
Are they moving to? Are they making a move? I'm having a look to see.
You
Are they
can't-
looking like they're?
At this point, you're not sure they have caught on to you, but you know it's instantly going to be clear once everyone starts attacking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ready a spell.
What spell would you like to
I'm gonna
cast?
ready a. I think I will cast. I'm gonna cast sleep
Oh, wow. On the group that's coming in?
on the group that's coming in behind us.
Okay. And Fatelyn, what are you going to do?
Fatelyn is, at this point, since everyone's shuffling about a bit, she's going to cast Bless on the party. So, yeah, that gives +1 to morale and +1 to their 2 hit.
Okay. So just know that all spells will trigger at the end of the round, whereas all combat, that people who can attack twice, they'll attack first at the very beginning of the round and then at the very end of the round after your spell goes off. So both Tibbs and Fatelyn, your 2 spells will go off at the very end. What's the casting time on both of those? On Sleep and on Bless?
Sleep is 1 segment.
Oh, wow. That's a little fast.
1 round. for
Oh,
Bless.
wow. So that your spell will go off at the end of the next round. So as you're like, it's basically you holding your holy medallion and praying to Paladine to bless this group.
Okay.
Okay, and then Fatelyn, I'm sorry, not Fatelyn. Tyrell, what's your plan?
If he's realized that, like, we're kind of losing it now, he wants everybody to be inside. He's like, okay, outside there's a lot more, inside there are fewer. So he's probably just going to charge forward, and like if he can knock this Draconian back with his, well, if he can, he's actually just going to try to charge forward behind everyone. Seeing that Eldric is now visible, he's going to be like, oh shit, and just try to hope that Eldric can like get into this and like push past, and he's just going to try to push past, and he'll have a.
So you're going to try to push past the CVAC?
Well, he's hoping that like that we're pushing into here and can get behind him. I think he's trying to avoid combat still.
Okay, so
He
you're going to
doesn't
try to
know whatever
move into the door, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So first up are the people with multiple attacks. That's going to be Arwynn and Eldric with your weapons. You two have, well, Arwynn, do you have 2 attacks with your dagger? I should say there's rate of fire on your dagger. I know.
Yeah, I was
Eldric
also
does.
going to ask, I think I had some advantage on surprise or something. I don't know if that fits here.
Yeah, no one was surprised.
The learning. Okay. My dagger, 3 out of 2 attacks.
Okay, so
That-
then you're going to attack first. You're going to attack in the middle, and then you're going to attack after the spells go off. So we're going to have you go first. Eldric, I think you're only 2 attacks around, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to go second. Let me add this guy, because he's clearly just going to attack you straight up. And the CVAC only has, I think, only 1 attack. Oh, he has 3 attacks too. Oh, he only attacked you once. You got off light. Well, he's using a weapon and not his claws and bite. So he's actually going to do 1 attack. Okay. So first up is Arwynn. Go ahead and move up next to the door and attack with your dagger.
Are you saying move figuratively, or can I move myself?
No, move your character up to the door and attack.
Okay. I'm having trouble. Can you move me?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and attack.
All right.
This is first edition Marcos. Roll to hit.
Oh, I thought I did.
It should pop up with a modifier window. Just click submit on it. Don't put any modifiers in there.
It's the little dice next to dagger, isn't it?
Yeah. The dice icon.
Don't know why it's not working.
Let me see if I can do it here. So your dagger. So you rolled a 5 to attack. You're looking for a 1 armor class, which means you get a -4 to hit with that. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You miss. As you swing with your first attack. Now it's Eldric's first attack, so go ahead and move up and attack.
Okay. I'm going to do a downward slash across his torso.
Okay. So adjustment is I'm looking at yours is Eldric's the Holy Avenger. It's a -4. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You need an 11 or above to hit. So you sweep by. He moves to the side and sort of parries your sword off as it clangs against the wall. And he screams out, "Guards, get in here!" Next up is going to be Selma running up and throwing ball bearings. I'm going to need Arwynn and Eldric to give me a dex check.
What? No, I moved. I'm next. Oh, they are in the hallway.
Out of
Yeah.
curiosity, did the to hit modifiers go into that roll?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to pick me up. Sorry. You guys are all in the way.
I can just move you
There I
behind.
am. Okay, thank you.
So Arwynn, on your next turn, you're going to be falling on your back.
Sorry, Arwynn. But
on your next
sometimes,
action?
falling down is necessary for ball bearing.
Eldric, what are you doing? I need you to dex check. Nice. Eldric stays up. And I got a 97 on the CVAC to stay up. So he stays on his ground. His ball bearings just sort of spill out in this entire 10-foot space that he's occupying at this point.
For now.
Right, yeah. If history is any guide, I'm going to move Selma just behind you two because you can't occupy the same space. All right, so Arwynn, you flip down onto your back. You're not going to be able to... Well, you could try to strike out. You're just going to have a -2 to hit with your dagger. You already got only a 4, and with the 1, it's a -4, so you got a 0 to hit, so you need an 11 to hit him. So you swipe out. He's like doing his best to maintain his balance, lifts his leg up. The dagger swipes right where his leg used to be. As he puts his leg back down, and he's just screaming, "Gods, get your lazy butts over here!" All right, so Fatelyn's praying. Armantaro, you're moving forward, but you can't get past everyone else. Terillion, the spell. So you're targeting these 6 people. How many people can you actually affect with this spell, and what's the...
Well, it's a 3-inch diameter, so
it's 30 feet diameter, so you can get all 6 of them without any problem.
Yeah.
They do have
So,
magic resistance, I think. Let me look. 20%. And magic resistance is based on a fixed level. So let me go over this really quick for everyone. So it's based on an 11th level caster. And you're what level are you right now?
well, because I've got +2, I'm a 12th level caster.
Okay, so it's a 5% upwards with that extra bonus levels. So they actually have a 15% chance to resist. So I'm going to roll that for each of them first, and we'll see if any of them are not affected just because of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all affected. So they all have to save versus spell. So the first one, I'm just going to go clockwise around all 6 of them. The first one fails. The second one succeeds. The third one fails. The fourth one fails. The 5th one fails. The 6th one fails. And that's it. There's no 7th. All right, so only one of them is awake. Is there any side effect of them staying awake? Like, is there anything?
I don't believe so. I think the other ones are just completely comatose.
You just see the 5 of them drop down to their knees and just honker onto the ground in different directions as they just fall asleep. And the one standing there is just like, "What the heck is going on? Get up, you lazy pugs! You gotta help me!" Just freaking out as all of his friends just drop down in front of him. All right, that means it's his turn. He's going to charge forward. His speed as a Baz Draconian, I think it's, 60 feet, so he can easily move up. He's going to attack Fatelyn, who is in mid-prayer. He's going to try to ruin your spell. He got a 4 to hit, which means he did not hit you. So you're standing there immobile.
Paladin saves me.
You don't move or anything, and he's just like, totally just whiffs it. All right, next round. Let's do some initiative here. See who's going to end up going first. Oh, yeah, you guys get your multiple attacks. So she already did her second attack. She gets a third attack, so I'm going to have Arwynn go first. So go ahead and give me a third dagger attack.
Okay. On the person that's awake?
No, on the CVAC that you're attacking.
Do you remember you are prone?
Yeah, so you get a -2.
Okay.
We can do the math after if you just roll it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Is that all this entire game is math?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
It's all a trick. All right, so you see your hit adjustment at the very bottom. Based on their armor class of 1, everything you roll gets an automatic -4 because you're using a dagger. And you have a -2. So you have a -6 to every roll. You have to get over an 11. You got a 12, which means you only rolled a 6 with your -6. So you don't hit him as you're prone on your back. You're just having a hard time targeting this guy. Your final one, Eldric. Give me an attack roll for that CVAC. You're looking for that 1 armor class. So, geez, you rolled a natural 1. Wow. So yeah, you clearly do not hit him as he just moves to the side, pins your weapon up against the wall, and just leers down into your face. Ergothian scum! I'm gonna eat your eyeballs out of your skull!
For
Now-
future reference, what's his alignment?
Who?
The blue one.
The Draconian? You have
they're
no
all-
idea.
They're all naughty. They're all naughty alignment. Just go to town.
Yeah, you know they're bad guys. You know that. All right, so D6,
Oh no,
Selma?
I was asking.
Who? Who are you
I was
talking
asking
to?
for mechanic of my sword.
Oh. He's
Oh.
neutral evil.
Damn.
Sorry. So, Selma, you got initiative. So let's see. Arwynn, what's your plan? You're prone on your back right now. I just want to say, Arwynn, you have weapons that are better to use than a dagger. Like, you have a sword
True.
you could be using,
Okay.
which would
That's a
definitely
good
be
idea.
better.
Okay.
So what's your plan, Arwynn? You're prone on your back.
Would it take my action to switch out from
Nope.
the dagger to the sword?
Nope. You
Okay.
can switch out. Are you just going to stay on your back, though? Because
I-
it makes you easier to
No,
hit.
I want to. Well, yeah, I want to try to get up. Do I need to roll the?
Everyone in this area is going to have to roll their dex modifier because of these damn ball bearings.
Okay. So I want to try to get up and use my sword.
Okay. And then, Eldric, what are you going to do?
I'm going to attack him with my broadsword once again.
Selma, what are you going to do?
I am going to whip out my longsword, the 9 Lives Stealer, and turn and move towards this Draconian approaching from the back.
Okay. How many attacks around do you get?
That is a great question. Would that be on the sword?
Yeah, it should say number of
information?
attacks. Like rate of fire or something.
2.
Okay. And then I'm going to make sure that you're on here. So Arwynn's always going to go first because she gets well, this round you only get 2, Arwynn, because it's 3 every 2. Is that the same with your your sword you're using? How many attacks do you get with that sword?
My bastard sword is 3 out of 2.
Okay. So you already attacked 3 times last round. You only get 2 attacks this round. So everyone is going to have 2 attacks that can attack. Fatelyn, your spell is going to go off at the end of this round for Bless. Terry, what's your plan for this round?
Well, I'm not casting, so I think I'll draw my falchion
Your what?
and ready a falchion, like a sword, basically.
So traditionally, wizards
It's a-
can't use swords. How is it that you?
Oh no, you
able to-
can't. So I'll just have my. No, I'll just have a dagger.
Okay.
Sorry, I was going to have a dagger anyway.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And then Tyrell, what are you going to do? And you're going to be attacking the Baz Draconian,
So no,
Terry?
no, I'll be using my quarterstaff. Yeah, the baz at the back.
Okay, so you're using
I'll use my
quarterstaff on the
quarterstaff.
Baz. And then Tyrell,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
It is with no small amount of pure joy that Tyrell is going to pull out his longsword, which he has double specialization in, and is going to step forward. And I think he probably where he's at, he's going to want to go after the Baz Draconian as well. He wants to protect Fatelyn from, so she can get her spell off and do those things. So he's going to pull his longsword and
What's your
go
attack
whack-a-mole
rate?
the Baz Draconian. 3-2.
All right. Well, do you want to use your
I get
3
3
attacks
every-
this round?
Yeah. And then it looks like I get, with whatever it is, I get a +4 against reptiles. So do these guys count as reptiles?
I think they do. So you're going to go first because you have 3 attacks this round. This Draconian, the Baz Draconian, is going to try to stop Fatelyn from casting whatever spell she's casting. The Seavac is going to try to cut down Arwynn before she stands up, but of course she goes before he does, so he doesn't know that. So let's go with Tyrell first because you get 3 attacks this round. So give me your first attack. Move over to the Baz Draconian and attack him.
The 3, is that what it says?
Yeah, but it's 1 at the beginning, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the end of the round. So you're just
Okay.
doing 1 attack right now.
Yep, says the first one.
So it's
Says it was a 3.
4 armor class you're looking for. So that's your
Plus 4 against the
adjustment is
reptiles,
0. So 4, 5, 6, 7 is your attack roll, and you needed a 12. So you swing at him. He sort of parries to the side and looks at you. Wizard, get out of my way, or I'm gonna cut your throat. Next up is Arwynn with your 2 attacks. So just 1 attack for now. So you get up, give me a dex check, and then give me a attack roll. Perfect. Now give me an attack roll. No, what? Natural 20. All right, all the other stuff doesn't matter. So you can, I usually just do double damage. This is a large creature. So hit your large damage and double it.
Okay. I'm still learning. I have a plus 10 damage on certain things.
Not on Draconians. You should have a
Okay.
list right there on your
I
character sheet.
did.
Kobold
Okay.
is on her list. But I guess they're not kobolds, so.
No.
Okay. Okay, you
Not
said
the same type of lizard.
So just roll damage for
The-
large. So 10
that the right
damage
one?
on the CVAC. So you slice up with the sword. It cuts him on the side. He screams out, "Ah! Damn Ranger! Ah!" You're up, Eldric. Give me a dex check first.
Yep. We have already met our quota of the game. 1 nat 20 and 1 nat 1.
So the nat 1 is just perfect. You drop down to the ground on your back, fall down flat, scream out a curse to the barbarian. You get a -2 on your attack roll.
Okie dokie.
You're looking for a 1 armor class. So you got a -4. So, wow! So
I don't think that matters.
21, 2019. You need an 11. You slice into his leg with your Holy Avenger. Give me damage for a large creature.
Holy moly.
17
Dio
damage.
starts playing in the background. Holy Avenger!
His leg slices open. He drops down to one knee from the sheer pain, and he just screams out, "Ah!" Just in complete
Wait, does
agony.
he fall on the ball bearing?
Onto the
On the
ball
ball
bearing. On his
bearing?
turn.
The
I'll
fall
have
was
to do a
live.
dex check.
The fall
All
was
right, so
planned.
next up is
I
Armantaro with
will
the
have
middle
your
attack.
head, you lizard.
Nice.
Perfect. Big bucks, no whammies.
So for the
come
Baz
on.
Draconian, you're looking for armor class
12
4,
plus
which
4,
you get a 0.
16.
What's the +4 from?
Against his sword as a plus
Oh,
4
the
against
lizard.
reptiles.
Yeah. You only needed a
Lizard.
9, so you hack into him. Give me some damage. He's medium.
4.
You cut into him and he screams out, like reaches down to his side. His wings sort of flare out to try to push you away for a minute. Mechanically, it doesn't do anything. All right, so then Selma, I don't remember what you were doing. Oh, you were moving up to engage. So go ahead and do that. For your first attack, you get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah. Where? Yeah. Will you move me real quick? I'll just roll. Thank you. Sorry. There it is. Long sword. 9 lives stealer. Boom.
So you're looking for a 4, which is 10. You get a 17. You cut into him with your 9 life stealer. Give me some damage for a medium.
Give me your life.
I won't
Boom,
just
baby.
go. All right. It immediately turns to stone. I need you to give me a dex check with a -3.
Right. I forgot about this whole thing.
You stole 16 jerky pieces from him.
Roll.
Success! All right.
Yeah, I
You
forgot about the
pull
turning
your sword
stone.
out as he turns to stone, and just in a grimace of pain and agony, he's frozen there for a moment. All right, one
do I get
down.
his soul?
What's that?
Do I get his soul?
Oh, no. I think you have to roll a 20, right?
Thing, right?
Look at the
you
description.
gave me
I'm
four.
pretty sure you have to roll like a 19 or 20 or something for it to take his soul. But he's already
Alright,
dead.
Oh,
So that was your first
Alright.
attack. Clearly, you can't do another attack because the person you're next to is down already. So then, Terillion, this is your first attack. So after you attack, the spell for Bless is going to go off. So you clearly don't need to go up to the Draconian who is now stone.
No.
So you can just sort of hang where you want to.
No, sir. Yeah,
What's-
I'll just I'll start. Yeah.
What's the duration on
Fine.
your sleep spell?
Duration on sleep is
It's going to be like 6 turns or something.
50 turns. Come on.
100
five rounds per level.
5 rounds per level. And you're acting as 12?
Yeah.
So they're out.
Yeah.
They're totally out. Okay.
They're gone.
We're gonna
So
rename
it is
that
the
spell
Cvac's
Coma.
turn now.
I
I
might-
got to do a dex check. He flips down
Well,
onto his
I'm
back.
probably actually sauntering over.
You're what?
Probably actually sauntering over towards them ones so I can dispatch them.
Okay. You're just slowly moving forward because you know you don't have to hurry. You're just
No,
like,
exactly.
this is my time. Knowing none of the other holy people would be doing this. You can
No.
actually reach one of them if you want. I mean, you can move 60 feet and attack.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, I will go over and
They're immobile, so you can
Very
dispatch them. I'm
nonchalantly
just going
jump.
to need a dex check -3 after
Yeah.
you kill the first one.
okay. Oh, let's hope I don't muck it up.
You got this.
Let's give it a go. We'll see.
Yep, you do it.
Yeah.
You pull the quarterstaff back as the skull concaves in from the pressure of you killing him, and he turns to stone, just sitting there on the ground. No longer snoozing. First one's down. I'm going to move you over there just for the motion.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm going to mark
Don't forget
him
about the
as
road.
dead. I'm going to mark him as dead. All right, so second attacks. Armantaro, you can't do your second attack. Selma, you can't do your second attack. Fatelyn's, your spell goes off. What's the benefit of the spell again?
We're all tied together, but also it's everyone gets a +1 to morale and a +1 to hit.
Ooh, nice.
for 6 melee rounds.
Keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, so it's back to the Cvac's turn on this round.
+1.
Well, actually, we got to do your second attacks, Arwynn and Eldric, before I go to their turn. So, Arwynn, give me your second attack. He's on the ground. You get a +2.
So does Tyrell just lose his second and third attack on this round?
Yeah, because you've already moved and you can't reach this current Cvac. And I mean, it's. I'll
Sure,
let,
no, that's
I'll
fine.
let
I'm
you
just-
sort
I'm
of
just-
choose. It's kind of up to you, but you wouldn't. You're a good person, so you wouldn't. Normally, a good person wouldn't like outright murder someone.
Oh, right.
that's-
I wasn't going over like he's shaking his head at Mr. Tibbs. He's like, Black Robe Wizards. And
You can't trust him. All right, you rolled a 5, so that's going to miss. So even with him prone, you slam your sword down. It hits the stone hearth, for the door itself. Your second attack, Eldric?
It will be. Am I able to stand up
Yeah.
and attack in the same turn?
Yeah, technically, he actually wouldn't be on the ground yet because he hasn't gone yet because you guys are doing your final attacks for your round. So you can stand up and attack. Go ahead.
I stand up and he will be violently touched.
So
That
you
is
need
an
an
11.
11. You got a 10 -1. So you swing your Holy Avenger down. You miss him. On his
But
turn,
I
he
also get
slips.
a +1 to hit with the
Right, so it would be 11, but you have a -1 for the armor class. Or, I'm sorry, you have a -4 for the armor class because it's a 1. And so you need an 11, but you rolled 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So you missed him on as he drops down. You sort of swing your weapon where he was, but he fell down, and so it's totally missed him. He's going to reach out with his weapon, trying to cut down the ranger. D20, ranger is 7. So with a 7, he would have hit an armor class of 9, which your armor class is 2. So he misses you. You parry off his sword attack, and he's screaming, "Help! Help! Help!" You guys know you only have a matter of minutes before someone else comes charging through here to find out what's going on. So you got to dispatch him quick. Let's do a D6 initiative roll. He got a 6.
We win.
Okay. Well, it's well, don't say that. I might get a 6. I got a 3 though.
That's good. So you guys go first.
Like I said.
Yeah.
So Arwynn, what's your plan?
I'll just repeat what I did last round.
All right. So you get 3 attacks this round. So you want to attack him 3 times?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Eldric?
I am going to get closer to him and
Well, you can't. I mean, you're at the
Well.
melee range.
roleplay wise, not
Gotcha.
mechanic wise, and pierce down into him while
Alright.
he is prone.
So you're going to attack him twice. Selma, what are you going to do?
I can't get closer. This guy's big. He fills up the whole doorway, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And my friends do not,
The 2 of them together do.
but like height-wise,
Yeah, you wouldn't
How
be able to go
tall?
through there.
what about some rocks?
Throwing things in melee, you can hit your friends, but you can try.
Treat it like a bowling ball. Roll it into his nuts.
There's already balls on the ground, okay? And I put them there.
Make a choice, quick.
I mean, we are a ball.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the stones that this other draconian broke off into, and I'm gonna start chucking them at this other guy in the doorway, and hopefully I still hit my friends.
Okay. And Fatelyn, what are you going to do?
Okay, so these draconians are still sleeping over here by Mr. Tibbs,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I thought the guy was dead that's right here by the doorway. He's
No,
not
he's not dead yet.
not dead yet. Okay.
Yet.
Okay, I'm going to ask, Fatelyn's going to shout to Mr. Tibbs, are you planning on attacking the rest of those sleeping draconian?
Well, Gabriel, I'll just turn around and go, well, I'm planning on them not following us in and not getting more guards. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, then I will plan on casting Flame Strike on those sleeping draconians.
Okay, I just want to be clear. You're a lawful good character, and they're incapacitated right now. So this would be like an assassination, and it's not a normal thing a lawful good person does.
It's not. Okay. Flame Strike will be redirected to this one by the door.
Okay, also keep in mind ranged attacks, even spell attacks in melee, possibly could hit your friends rather than your target. Not always, but they could.
Yes, it also seems like a bad idea. Like, it's
The
like a
CVAC
pillar
looks
of
hurt.
flame. So... What in the world? Okay. Cause light wounds.
So that's a version of the spell you have to memorize, and only evil beings can memorize the cause version of the Cure Light Wounds.
Okay.
So if you did
I
memorize it as a
will.
cause, just make it as a cure for your list.
I believe Eldric was the only one that's taken damage so far. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
It is.
I shall cure light wounds on our paladin then.
Okay. And then Tyrell, did I ask you what you're doing?
You have not yet. I think he's... It's dumb, but he's probably going to spend his turn now that, like, these guys are sleeping. He's like, black robes be black robes. He knows he can't get into the space behind him. He is going to send off his hawk just up high enough to kind of, like, see if he can... And, like, we'll spend his turn looking through the hawk's eyes, trying to see, like, has this alarm raised, like, called anyone else? Like, what, like, is there a bigger threat inside or outside is what he's trying to assess. So he's going to try to figure out what's going on to figure out what the best move here is.
Yeah, you would have no idea about inside, but you can look through your hawk for the outside.
Right,
for
right.
sure.
And like, I assume there has to be, if there's one here, there's going to be more inside. So he's just trying to see if, you know, has this battle, like, alerted anyone else outside up on the ramparts or anything else. So he's going to send up his hawk, Talon, and be looking through Talon's eyes for this turn to figure out what's happening.
All right, well, you guys got initiative. The CVAC's going to be attacking Arwynn. Arwynn, you're up with your 3 attacks first, so go ahead.
Okay. Do I just do it 3 times?
No, you just roll once.
One.
Remember, multiple attacks is, if it's 2, it's at the beginning and the end of the round. If it's 3, it's the beginning, middle, and end of the round.
Okay.
Okay, so their armor class is 1. You have no modifiers for that. You need an 11. You got an 18. You hack into him. Give me some damage for a large creature. You cut into him. He instantly bursts into flames. Everyone within 10 feet, there is no saving throw, takes flame damage of 4.
Oh, sorry.
As he bursts into flames. So both you and Eldric are singed by the fires of this Draconian's death. The Baz Draconian in front of you, Terillion, crumbles into dust. The other one's still a statue. Everyone else that was going to attack, we're out of initiative at this point, and you can pretty much mop up, Terry, if you want to mop up those Baz. As you're looking through the hawk's eyes, Tyrell, above the sky, go ahead and roll for a Cure Light Wounds on the Paladin, Fatelyn. As you're looking through the hawk's eyes, you do see that there's action of Draconians that were looking down into the courtyard from the screaming and the combat, and they're starting to move across the ramparts to different stairwells. So you have time, but they're coming.
Okay, and if we're out of initiative, and like as soon as he sees that, he's gonna, you know, just be like, Talon, come back, and as he flips back to his own vision, he's gonna look around and be like, we have a lot of company. And they're coming fast. Are we inside or are we outside? Invisibility's gone. Like, at this point, he's like taking his rope off. He's like, well, that's done. And he's like, are inside or outside? Those are the choices. Pick one.
Right. We're going inside.
It's like, everyone inside, come on!
Terry, you can finish. Oh, gosh. Okay.
So you're going to have to control your own characters at this point.
Mr. Tibbs, get over here. We're going inside. We're about to get ambushed.
Tyrell's gonna pull a Kronk and like just like right inside the door and be like, ha, against the wall to at least figure out what else is going on.
And as we're going inside, I'm just going to cut the rope off of me.
Yeah, that rope must have frayed and cut well before this as people were moving about.
Yeah, it's gone.
So try not to stand on top of each other, but go ahead and move in. How much did you heal Eldric for, Fatelyn? I think it's 1d8. Yeah, it's 1d8.
It is... Okay. 2.
Any health is appreciated.
All right, where are you guys going? You see a long corridor that goes down. This is a well-traversed corridor. And that's kind of all you know at this point. You
As
see
we make it
doors lining up.
through, as we make it through this door, and as Selma makes her way in, I would like to cast. Let me double check how long this thing lasts. From the staff, I can cast Hold Portal.
Oh, nice.
And so as Selma
Cool.
makes it through, you see Armantaro. He's, sheathes his sword, pulls out his staff, begins to cast enchant, and you see the door like shimmers as it locks in place and is going to be held for a long time. Because I'm pretty as I cast it from the staff, it's pretty. Most of the staff spells are pretty long lasting.
Yeah, usually,
While
I
he's
think it's from
doing
an
that,
11th
I'm-
level caster usually.
While he's doing that, I'm going
I've only
to
opened 0 doors.
detect evil at will.
So what's the radius on that ability?
It's 60 feet concentration.
So as you're facing the direction that you're facing, you don't detect any evil in 60 feet that direction, but you see doors on either side of this hallway lining it.
I'm gonna look at each of the rooms and see if I detect anything evil.
Yeah, behind
Inside
every
any of them.
single one of them.
We're not going inside any of these doors.
Correct.
They're all
No, Daddy-O.
Okay, so where are
Let's
we
go
going?
down here.
We're going
into
straight.
This way.
Okay.
How many floors
this
do we
way.
need to ascend? Go.
Let us go.
Does
Oh, Fatelyn, I'm going to move you backward before you get to that point.
can I?
Oh, there's two of you. What the heck? I don't
see
know
one.
what.
There's so much Fatelyn right now. I do have a question, real quick.
Yeah.
From the staff, I can. What the Hold Portal is a spell I can cast. It doesn't drain any charges. Can I have multiple Hold Portals up at once? Or
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. It's just a spell. It's not like a.
Yeah, because it's
Slot or
basically just
anything.
like Arcane Lock is all like would be the 5th edition equivalent, I think. So like as we go past, if Eldric's like we're not going in any of these rooms, like as he's walking past, he's like Hold Portal, Hold Portal, or he's locking all the doors as we walk down the hall.
Wait, all of these? What's the duration? I mean, what's the casting time on that?
Well, that's a good point. Let's see here. Casting time. 1 segment.
Oh, okay. So you're going forward and just sort of like bringing it next to the door and light just sort of clink, clink.
Yeah, it was like
clink.
lock.
It's like 6 seconds as a segment. So you're
Yeah, and then
locking
the
all of
duration
these
is one
interior doors here?
Yeah, if he's like they're evil, we're not going in there. He's just like,
That's
nope. Okay, so we're
hilarious.
just locking all the doors as we go.
So do you guys see gray boxes?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm seeing a bunch of like
Yeah,
visual
but we
errors.
know
and
what
stuff.
your gray boxes mean. It means enemies.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. Yep.
It
that's
means
what it means.
unexplored places, but yeah, also enemies. So yeah, Armantaro's he's just locking all of these doors as we walk past, like click, 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 click,
So
click,
rude.
all the way down the hall.
They don't
I'm
know where the
gonna
key
look
is,
at-
okay? All right, so you guys
I'm
get
gonna
into
look
this.
at these.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look at all 4 of these doors right here and see if there's anything evil behind any of them.
Yes, yes, and no on the others.
So far right, far left are safe.
No. This is safe, and the center is safe. They're
Oh.
not. They don't have evil behind them. There you go. Please don't mark on the map. There's nothing that bothers me more than that. That's the most.
Okay, I'm gonna point
character
to
thing.
I'm gonna point to the far right and the one straight ahead. Those 2 doors are safe, and I'm gonna point to the other 2. There's shit behind those.
Armantaro will come over here and hold portal. Hold portal. We're just locking all the naughty doors. He has PTSD from the last time we were here.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
He's just locking all the doors.
Okay.
I'm going to open up this door.
Oh my gosh. You don't even hesitate. All right, you see a spiral staircase that leads up.
Okay. Do we want to go up or do we want to check the other safe room?
We can. I
Let's check
can't
the other
believe I'm
safe
going to
room.
ask this, but Terry, do you mind watching my back? That's a horrible sentence to ask. Can you keep me safe while I send Talon up the stairs?
What?
Because he wants to open the other door. So like Armantaro is like trying to get somebody to just like watch because he's gonna send the hawk up the stairs and like look through its eyes to like assess what is up at the top of these or how far the stairs go or whatever else.
All right, mechanically, give me that look through the eyes functionality.
Now I have to. Is the find familiar spell?
Tee-hee.
Well, yeah, you've already found it, so let's see.
I know, but that's where it is. Like I
yeah.
have to find this spell now.
It's on
It
page
says it contains
66.
sensory powers to its master. Yeah, I'm reading it.
Where's the sensory reference?
Right, a familiar is a certain benefit magic user as the creature adds the spellcaster's hit points. It conveys its sensory powers to its master. It can converse with it and serve as a guard, scout, spy as well. However, the magic user has no control over what sort of answer the willing.
Okay, so it's sensory.
creature
You're
will
just
give.
getting basically the emotional vibe of what it's experiencing, what it's seeing, what it's witnessing, not literally seeing through it. Okay.
Okay.
So you're sending it up to 37?
Yep, we'll just send it up the stairs. I assume that's the room that we're with the staircase.
It is.
We don't see. I don't have numbers.
Right. So it flies up. Everyone else is sort of standing by downstairs, and it doesn't send back anything, any vibes or anything. And it flies back down toward you. Like you don't feel any harm or danger or anything like that.
I believe the staircase is safe. But if you want to check the other door, we can.
I'll go over and open up the other
Oh,
door.
he's just gonna open the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys don't have
I am.
thieves, so
No, I'm saying this in character. He's like, oh, he's just opening all the doors.
If I'm not detecting evil, it is open.
Fatelyn, is he normally like this? To just willy-nilly just opens doors like?
why is this not? This
You
is a
know,
war
typically
room.
we're in a temple setting, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know him.
You're like, we've only been friends for a minute. It's
I literally don't know him at all. All right, so I have to figure out how to pull these guys out. This should work. That did not happen like I expected it to.
Right, neutral exists.
All right, give me a second.
Oh no, we're fighting in the white box.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh, this is gonna kill me. Come on,
Spooky.
dude. There we go. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh,
10,
good
11,
criminy.
12.
I've been lied to.
close it.
There's evil
Close
in
it
this
and
room.
lock it. Close it and lock it. No. It's
So this is a
neutral. Close it
war
and lock
room.
it.
The walls are covered with maps and charts. There's a rack on one corner that contains 12 CVAC wicked-edged swords. A suit of ceremonial plate mail is in the display case. There are plans for an attack on the city of Calaman on the great table in the center of the room, and these guys are not actually there. I totally misread that when I was scanning it.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you
okay.
open it up and it looks like
Oh.
it's a war room. There's like a big, massive table in the center. There's ceremonial display cases of armor and swords. And Selma goes
I
running in.
want to look at their secret war plan.
I'm
I
gonna
was
investigate.
just going to do like a quick salute, close the door, and have
Lock it, quick!
have
Close
him
the
lock
Her
door.
ball bearings are monstrous.
There could be important information.
that. Is true.
Yeah. If the
Yeah.
room is clear, and like Selma rushes in, I think Tyrell will follow and be like, oh, we're going this way now. Okay.
Okay.
You said that there's a table with like plans to invade a city and everything in the middle. Like, so I think that's probably where Tyrell, like, that's what he gets drawn to. He's like, ooh, maps, plans.
And you see a
let's
door at the
do that."
bottom. It's really just because there's
secret
no
information.
context to it. It's just like notes about attack plans on the city of Calaman. Nothing specifically outlined other than that.
I take
Uh,
them.
Is there
Do I
a
have
date?
any?
Okay.
I take the note.
Yeah. Do I have any recent memory of like in recent history has that city been attacked?
In recent history, no. During the War of the Lance it was, but that's 30 years ago.
Does it look like? Yeah. Well, does it look like? As I'm looking at this and thinking about the war, does it look? Do I get the impression that this battle has already happened, or
There's
is
no way
this
of knowing that.
new plans? Okay.
They're not covered in dust, I'll say that.
Okay. So yeah, if Selma,
I've already taken them.
why?
One time when I was
I
young,
was gonna say a
they were
rude
planning
thing,
on
and then I'm
tearing
not gonna.
down. They were planning on tearing down this like really cool bit of land that I like to make a park. I didn't want them to do that, so I stole their plans. And so that was just a mess with them. I'm just messing with these guys. I don't think these are necessarily important to me, but I don't like them.
Do you mind if I hold on to them? They might be important to me. Like, cause I was like trying to read through papers, and she's just like yoink yoink yoink. Can I? Do you mind if I hold on to the paper? Okay.
As long as you keep them.
Tyro takes one. He's like, yeah, no, they're going right in the book. Can you just, he will file them away somewhere with this stuff and be like, yeah, these could be important later.
So there's a rack in the corner that holds 12 wicked-edged swords and a suit of ceremonial plate armor in a display case.
Eldric, I was
Does
going to ask
the
you
armor
wanted a
look?
sword.
What's up? Terry, you were saying something?
Go ahead.
Does the armor look? Does the armor look like it's got any runes? Anything?
It looks very ornate and fancy.
Okay.
Terry, are you interested in the armor? You don't know wear armor, do you?
No, I don't wear armor. I'm just wondering whether one of our
Fatelyn or Eldric do.
more martial
what do I know?
guys might need.
I'm
armor
not
that was
going to keep
better.
helping. You got to listen.
I was gonna say, are you concerned about what the armor is? And he'll take his staff and he'll touch the staff to it and cast detect magic. Is there any magic?
If memory serves, detect magic is directional. Is that true?
Yeah, I think
in
directional.
First edition, I have no idea.
You have the
Yeah.
spell.
It is. It's
I know, but I have to
You have to look. So it's it's 10 feet path, 60 feet long. So in the 10 feet, as you're directionally pointing toward it, you see one of the swords and the armor sparkle.
Okay. All right. Be like, well, there's magic on those two things. Like, it doesn't. But it doesn't give me any other information on it. Then
Just as magical.
No, you need identify for that.
Okay, and I don't.
But I do have. I have identified.
Well, those two things are magical. We can. I suppose that we can team up, and I'll find it, and you can tell us what it does.
Do you have it memorized?
Quick
I've
question.
got it. I can check one of them, but what's going to be more useful to the guys here?
Great question.
I mean, I'll check the armor now, because that's probably going to be useful to the guys who's already got a magical sword. Or does someone prefer to have a magic sword? And I'll check that, but I'll have to sleep first before I can check something again.
Yeah. So Fatelyn is wearing magical plate armor right now, a +1.
Big male.
Oh, right, not full plate. And Eldric already has +2 magical full plate. Sort of out of game.
Well, it's up to you guys. Yeah, so
This
it's up.
is out of character. So I have 1 foot emanation protection of evil. Where would I be able to find that in the books, and like which book would I be able to find that in
Protection
and
of
read
Evil
it?
in the Player's Handbook.
Player's Handbook, Protection of Evil.
Control
versus evil.
ethic.
Yeah, that's how I'm getting around.
So 1 foot is actually 10 feet in a melee environment, in a dungeon crawl
Something
situation.
went wrong. Please check your permit. Okay, I don't have permission to look at it.
You can't look at the Player's Handbook that's linked?
Protection from evil.
Yeah, it says in the file tab or journal tab. When I click on it, it says something went wrong. Please
I'll
check your
copy it
permission
into-
or reload.
In any case, there's a magical weapon and there's magical armor. Do you guys want to do anything with them?
I will
I
take
don't
the
need
sword.
armor.
Is that-
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so Selma walks
Yeah,
over,
good.
grabs the sword.
Unless anyone wants it.
You hold it for a moment, and as you claim it, you look down and you sense power in it.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Mm-mm.
what kind of power?
Yeah, she just
That's
does
all
it.
you know.
Selma, do you want us to tell you what we could?
Do you want me to check it?
Yeah, Terry can check it for you unless you. This is how we get brainworms,
What
guys.
does the sword want? Does the sword want to be checked?
The sword wants you to slit your own throat.
Yeah, it's cursed.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm
sword.
kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. No, you just,
Yeah,
it's
check it.
magical sword. So
Check
it
it.
feels, it's a bastard sword, by the way. So if you can't use a bastard sword, then it's going to be useless to you.
I can. I have
All right, there you go.
proficiency in bastard sword.
Terry, if you would show us the might and magic.
What's the
of
duration
Black
on
Robes.
that? Or the casting time, yeah.
The casting time is 1 turn.
So it's going to be
On,
10 minutes he's going to have to spend sitting here examining it. Is that what you want to do? You know that there's an alarm going off.
Yeah.
Or do you want to just pocket it?
Well, all the doors are locked. It's
Do you want
fine.
to just?
Well, no, I haven't.
None of these
I mean,
doors are locked. There's 2 doors.
I haven't locked either of these doors. And is this a staircase that we're seeing here?
You don't see it, but it is a staircase.
You know
There's
what?
a hard wall.
I'll find
around
out when it does when I hit somebody.
Oh, okay.
Let's
So
go.
so this
Let's
this
go up
around
the
it here
stairs.
is a hard wall. So we
Yeah.
just see a protrusion. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. If we're gonna take the time, I guess I'll. And Armantaro can go over and he'll like hold portal this door and then hold portal this door. I'm like, if we're gonna hang out here for a minute, sure, I'll lock the doors.
Okay. Well, I'll cast Identify then. And try and work
Okay.
out what it is.
So you guys are sitting here sort of sweating, a little worried. You know that there's people actively searching for you as he's spending time examining and hovering his hands around this sword. You see this sort of magical evanescence traversing between his hands as his eyes are sort of rolled back in his head and the magic is flooding through his veins. And those of you who don't cast magic are sort of like looking at your proverbial watches going, how long is this going to take? This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, we got to get out of here. We have to move. He's taking forever. And you finally come on the other side of this. You're like, this is a +2 versus undead bastard sword.
Oh.
Thank
That will be handy.
you. +2 what?
Versus undead.
I'm
What
gonna
in game?
Probably helpful here.
I'm gonna look up
what's
the
my attack
staircase
rate
and
and
see
all
if there's
that?
There's not a
anything evil
staircase
up
that you can
there.
see. That's a hard wall.
Oh, that's a hard wall.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Apparently.
I'm gonna look at the door and
Let's go
see if
back
there's
up
anything
the
evil
other
behind it.
staircase.
There's nothing evil directly behind it where you're pointing. You're in an evil keep, and so no matter,
Yeah,
you'll
we're-
eventually be hitting evil here.
Something will ping.
Is my character able to do any kind of searching?
I mean,
Still
you're
learning it.
everyone's able to pretty much search anything. As you're sort of going through the room, it's very clear this is not a secret stash or anything. This is a ceremonial war room. And so you have that armor and you have a bunch of 12 blades, well, 11 now, sort of along the walls and the big maps across the walls and the display cases and stuff. So, I mean, there's nothing really hidden here as you're sort of searching through. It takes about 10 minutes to do a search of an area. Like a
So you could have been
10-foot
doing it-
square takes about 10 minutes to search thoroughly. So as he was doing the magical identifying, you could be searching one space and you just don't see anything other than the obvious.
Does that look kind of weird? Just the wall, the way the wall looks like it juts out in the middle of the room. Would I be suspicious of that?
I mean, it's strange, but the whole keep is built as if it was a rose going up, and so there's like stairwells going all around the outside of it, and it's a twisted, monstrous keep. So it is an odd room for sure, but you don't find anything in your searching.
All right.
I'm telling you, above game, there's nothing to be found.
Nothing there. Yep. So
Okay.
now that we have this new fun toy for the undead. Do we can go back out into the hallway? Or we can move on.
Does anyone want to take the armor? Does anyone want to
turn
pocket
into
the
the
armor?
hallway.
I can't identify it, but if
Try that
it
other
might
room.
make sense.
Ash, do you want to take the armor?
The other door.
Fatelyn's going to walk up and lightly touch the armor and wait to see if anything occurs through her fingertips.
It is a beautiful suit of plate mail. Like full plate.
Well, okay.
Well, it
With
says a
suit of
suit of
armor,
ceremonial plate
sleeves.
mail, not full plate. So it is plate mail. What you're wearing right now is just really nice looking.
Yes. This
And you
suit
know
of
it's
armor
magical.
seems to be safe to the touch, so I'm going to equip it.
You're going to take off your armor and put it on?
Yes.
Okay. So Fatelyn starts to strip and run to everyone. It's going to take a couple minutes. I mean, you're not naked, of course. You have underclothes.
Yes.
And you're just like putting it on. It seems to almost adjust to fit you perfectly. And you just, it feels nice.
Lovely.
It feels really good. Yeah.
Excellent.
You know, I was
Alright.
really more
Nice little
concerned
hug of
about.
armor.
I was more concerned about Selma just picking up things that she shouldn't. But here's the cleric just putting on armor in an evil.
Paladin will protect me.
God, I hope so.
Yes. This
That's
must
so-
be some holy
This is
armor left in this keep.
This is like the one bonding moment that I've got with Terry. I'm like, can you believe this shit?
Oh, just Jesus Christ, mate. We're in an evil keep. I wouldn't even do that stuff.
Clearly,
This
this
is-
was much for me.
Look at these bunch of jokers. Jesus.
You feel fine,
And
Fatelyn.
clearly, the understanding of magic here is just right here, so it's fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
The chat room says it. Paladin be praised.
Okay. They have more faith in Paladin than Armantaro does. He's like, yeah, sure, he's gonna do it.
All right, well, she feels fine. So you guys, what are you going to do?
I'm going
Are
to
we going-
start making my way to the staircase after she is done equipping
Shouldn't
the
we-
armor.
Shouldn't we check this floor? We're here now.
Well,
No.
I mean,
Check the other door that you didn't get a bad.
This is a race
sense
against
behind.
time. We have to go before we die.
yeah.
Yeah, but we need to get the rod pieces, and they're not all going to be at the top, are they? And you checked the fourth floor.
Well, we do have this other door, and he'll point towards this door over here. That
Danger.
oh, that was the danger door.
Yeah, we're in an evil keep.
Yep, that is true.
If he
I'm not
looked
being
at
funny, mate, but
if he looked at Terry, he
There's
would get an
gotta be
evil
evil.
sense.
you look at me and you look at my bird, and it is going, hello.
Ooh.
That is why I will not look at you.
I avert
Well, I
my
mean-
eyes at you, sir.
Well, you are missing a lot, because this haircut is very nice.
So, spatial reasoning would tell me that
If-
this door
Tyrell
is a
is
smaller
saying-
space.
If Tyrell
Right?
is saying you're a black wizard,
Seems
I
like
am
it.
going to do the best thing I can in this moment and ignore you.
Well, okay, let's try to keep the infighting to a minimum. There's plenty of other evil things that we can worry about before we have to do anything with Terry.
We have
if-
more dire things at hand.
Yeah, so I point at this door. I'm like, well, we know what that space is. We know what the space is behind this door. This seems like the smallest space to encounter things. I can't assume that too
No.
many horrible things are behind it if we were to
No.
attempt to go forward behind a door and
Let's
clear out this
go
level.
up
Uh,
the stairs. Let's get
Alright.
out of here. Go up the stairs. I got a magic sword. We got a magic suit of armor.
Terry, it
No.
looks like we are outvoted, sir. So the stairs, I
We're
suppose.
going to have to come back down
Only
here, though,
one
aren't we?
person said something.
Well, we did pass through
He's
a
not good at math.
hall with a lot of doorways that we just didn't search. But
Right.
if we need to come
Just saying,
back,
we-
There's
I
portals.
suppose we could.
if we're coming back, we're coming back to
Everything is
where the
bad here.
where the evil wraiths are. And to be honest, we're here.
During the day.
But they're
Probably
all
should
locked
clear it.
behind the magic lock.
If we,
I don't think
the
ghosts
lock
care
doesn't
about
last
locks.
forever, dear. The locks don't last forever. Maybe let's. I agree. I think we should try at least one of these doors over here in the hallway and just see what's so evil behind it.
What's so evil?
We don't need to open all of them.
Well,
Okay.
I would say that these doors up here might even be the barracks up here. What do you think? That's where they're going to want to go. They look like smallish rooms, don't they?
Y'all,
But
so
these
guys
halls,
are wizards, right?
yeah,
What does the non-wizard
very-
have to say about this?
we're very smart with.
They will learn
Okay,
that in
Salt
their
and
own
Pepper.
time.
I want to hear what everyone else has to say.
Like mentioned earlier, we are currently being manhunted, and we are on a limited amount of time.
I don't know
And
how
we are
limited
here.
we really are. We're here. We've been, Selma and I have been gone for 10 days, and it's still nothing else has happened. I mean, we don't want to last forever, but you guys do what you want.
We'll do
Well,
what we want. Got it. I run up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah,
four
that's
pieces
on
of the
me.
rock that we
Can we
need to discover here.
I look around to the remaining group and I'm like, that's on me. I apologize. I need to choose my words more carefully with her.
You chose
Can we
them.
see the stairs
you
here?
did.
What's that, Amy?
Okay.
Seriously, impulse control.
She
I
has
didn't know
not.
we could see the stairs. Okay.
Oh, they had already
The
sent
fact-
Raven up it.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah,
a hawk
we
or
sent a
something.
hawk up the stairs. Yeah.
Okay.
My hair is green. You think I have any sort of control?
It is kind of a strong word.
All right.
Especially
You guys
with
are at the top
her
of this
all
room.
people.
Oh yeah, this looks lovely. It looks like a little skull above us. That's not ominous at all.
Is
Ah,
that door shut?
Honestly, kind of.
Well,
Yeah, the door is
Oh,
closed in
anyone
front of
feel
you.
like opening the door?
An evil stone.
Does it
I'm
use spell
sarcastically
slot
look
every
at the,
time you detect evil?
I'm going. What?
I'll sarcastically look at the paladin and say,
Oh no.
"Is there
Detect
evil here?
evil is at will. It's just concentration.
Yes, there's evil here.
Is there evil behind this door?"
Okay, yes, there
No, I
is.
wasn't going to ask that. Elwyn, or not Elwyn. I'm too used
Arwyn. I had
to.
to look my own name up. Arwyn.
Arwyn asked, does detect evil cost a spell slot? And I said no. It's an at will.
Yeah. Well, then detect away.
I mean, you have to like brandish your Holy Avenger in front of you and concentrate in a direction, and then it happens. But yeah, it's evil. You sense evil.
I'm
Well,
a
and this only goes up the one
peek
level,
through the
right?
door.
Right.
I'm standing back from that door.
I'm gonna just have a little crack so that I could take a peek inside the room.
Right. Okay. Sitting behind a table is a CVAC guard, stroking the trunk of a tall, four-legged creature that looks like a small camel with an elephant's trunk. Another similar creature is in the corner. The guard rings a bell and pushes the creature aside, grabbing two wicked-edged swords. He attacks. Initiative.
You saw the tiny crack?
Yeah, he also heard the door creak open.
I thought he was too busy with his
I just read what
dog
he did.
hunt.
Initiative.
Darn.
Selma.
Selma,
you.
you're our initiative gal.
All right, it
I
all
did
happens at
it.
the same time. So the CVAC Draconian, which you see here, is going to rush through the door and attack you. The Disenchanter creatures are going to rush through the door and attack you because you're the only one that they see. That's their plan. What's your plan, Eldric?
I am going
I gotta make him bigger
to.
because he's a large creature.
I'm going to, for my first attack, smack the Dragonian, and for my second attack, smack the Dragonian.
Okay, so you're going to attack.
With my sword.
With
Arwynn. My sword.
Okay, I wouldn't imagine you would hit him with anything else. Arwynn, what's your plan?
Okay. Is there space for both of us to be able to attack?
Right now, the door's only cracked open, and so you don't see anything.
Oh, okay.
Eldric hasn't said anything yet.
So I just...
There's 3 friends on the other side.
Friends, huh?
That's helpful.
You
couldn't be
Well,
a
there's
little
someone
more
who's known you long
specific?
enough to know that sarcasm.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
If they kick the door open, I'm going to attack the Dragonian that is standing on the other side. There's 2 weird creatures with it. Much smaller.
All right, so we're in initiative, so there's not a whole lot of conversation you can do before you tell me what you're going to do.
Oh.
I'm going to take on the Dragonian.
No, I'm asking Arwynn, what are you doing?
Okay, if I have an opportunity to safely do it without hurting any friends, I'm gonna use my sword on it.
So, okay, so because you don't see anything now, you're readying an action. If anything gets within range, you're going to attack it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your plan, Fatelyn?
So I was farther away from the door. I guess after hearing what Eldric was saying, I'm going to move towards the doorway a little bit. That'll be my move.
Okay. And are you going to
And
ready an attack if anything comes through, or?
yeah, I will prepare my hammer for attack.
Okay. And Terry, what's your plan?
I really can't see that Terry can do much at present, so I'm simply going to ask Armantaro, what makes this door less evil than the other one? You're a wizard of good. Why are we opening this door?
Everything here is evil. I have no idea.
But yeah, I don't. I'm just going to stay where I am and watch. There's nothing really I can do. So,
Selma, what's your plan?
What way does the door open? Outward?
It creaks in.
Cool. I'm gonna go kick open the door.
How many attacks around do you get?
With my feet?
Well, don't move yet. You don't go yet. You just tell
Oh,
me what you're
right,
going to
right.
do on your turn.
I'm gonna go kick open that door.
How many attacks per round do you get as your? Is it 2? Is it 3 every 2?
With my sword, the sword that I'm using is 2.
Okay, attacks per round usually are not connected to a weapon, so it's like your level in your class is generally what dictates the amount. So you get 2 attacks per round. So you're going to go kick open the door for your first attack. Are you going to do anything for your second on your turn?
Yeah, I'll hit him with the 9 Lives Stealer.
Okay, Tyrell, what are you going to do?
I can't remember. If I'm casting, nothing changes if I'm casting from the staff or casting from my own magic, correct? Like as far as casting time, it's not.
Well, it's still the same casting time, whatever the spell is.
Still the same casting time. Okay. I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil on to Eldric from the staff. Takes 4 segments, it looks like.
On who? Eldric?
Eldric. Sorry.
Okay.
Eldric. Sorry.
You
I've got
probably
too many
don't
way
know
too many
this because
screens
he's never mentioned it, but he has that naturally.
So if I don't know it, I'm still gonna attempt to
Yeah.
cast it.
Yeah. Okay.
If that's the case, that means anything that's of the evil alignment has a -2 to hit.
Yeah. I mean, with your holy weapon out, you have an aura of a 10-foot aura of protection from evil, right?
Yeah.
Right. So just remember to.
By the way, does everyone still
So the
have
hits
the
earlier
morale
might not have hit me. Damn.
No, because we had to wait 10 minutes, so all of the
Okay, right.
bless would have dropped away by then. All right, so this is all happening simultaneously. So the people with 3 attacks go first. Arwynn, you have 3 attacks every 2 rounds. Nothing happens because you had readied an attack if something came out. Eldric, you have your first attack. You're closest, so you're going to get to go first.
Okay. I'm going to...
You were going to attack the Sea
how-
Draconian is what you said. That's what you
Yeah,
have to do.
but how open is the door?
It's a crack. I mean, you opened it a crack and they reacted, so.
Okay.
So they have cover from you.
I'm going to open the door a little bit more and stab the
Just give me an attack roll.
Okay.
All right, so you get a -4 to hit. So 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. With a 1, you need 11. So you push the door open. You stab into this Draconian with your Holy Avenger. Give me some damage for a large creature. 16. That's incredible. You sort of gut him. He's get him! Get the sword! And you see these creatures just like like sort of reacting all strangely. This is all happening at once. So even if this guy dies, he still gets his attack rolls before the end of it, just so you guys know.
And am I able to close the door after stabbing him?
No. You already pushed the door open. You attacked. Technically, that would be your 2 attack actions if we wanted to get technical, but I'm not going to do that. Arwynn, you're standing by. Fatelyn, you said you're going to move to the door and stand by, so you can go ahead and move yourself. Selma, you said you're going to go kick the door open, so go up to the door and kick it open. It's already partly open anyway, so for your first attack of the round, you just rush up, you kick it open the rest of the way. Inside, you see these 2 sort of bluish type creatures. It represents or resembles like a spindly dromedary-like animal with a long, flexible, and muscular snout. And that's kind of all you really understand. It's like coming out of its head. Looks almost like a small camel, 2 of them. So that was your guys' first attacks. The Terillion, you said you weren't really doing anything. And then your spell will go off at the end, Tyrell, before they go off. So we're going to have yours go. So you cast Protection from Evil on Eldric. It goes off.
Do I get the sense that nothing happens?
No, you have no idea. The spell successfully went off. So
Then
the
I
Draconian,
100% feel like a winner here.
as the door is sort of pushed open a little bit wider, he's going to attack. The door slams open with Selma in front. He's going to attack Eldric because that's the one he's already sort of declared. 18. He hits a -5 armor class. He cuts into Eldric. You take 10 damage. What?
He also has a -2 from Protection of Evil.
He rolled an 18, so it would have been a -3 would be the -2. So a 16. So he would have hit a -3 armor class, which is yours. So you take 10 damage from the attack. These creatures move forward. They can't get through the door. The one closest its snout stretches out and is going to try to latch on to your Holy Avenger. As you see it reach out. A 9. Let's see. It is a... I wish I had my thing here. It's a 5 hit die creature. Where's my Dungeon Master's Guide? Let's do the combat attack matrix for a monster.
You know, Terry, I've been thinking this is a wonderful place to stay. We should do combat like this every time.
It's a -3 armor class.
Yeah, this is really good.
It needs an 18 to hit you. It does
I'm
not
vetting.
hit you. You see the blue snout stretch out toward your Holy Avenger, and you like move it back aside, and it sort of like can't quite reach it past the door from that point. The other creature sees Selma. You were going to be attacking with your 9 life stealer with the second attack. Its snout comes stretching out towards you.
Yep.
A 16
Oh!
gets a -1 armor class. What's your armor class?
No.
A 3. So it latches onto your weapon.
I'm also emanating.
Right, that's only a -2 though, and that still hits her. So the creature has the power to detect magic dwemer from magical armor, items, swords, and the like on which it feeds, drawing its sustenance from the powerful enchantments that it carries. It will be able to detect the most powerful magic item. If it scores a hit, it will drain the magical power, leaving the item unmarked but non-magical. So the magic from your 9 life stealer is completely drained out. It is now a normal weapon.
Okay.
You just see like this sort of like snout touch your sword and just like suck, like that gulping sort of image as it's like sucking the power out of it and it just instantly drains it. All right, so that's round 1. Let's go to round 2, initiative.
Do we get a second attack?
Yeah, you get your second attack. I'm sorry. So, Eldric, give me your second attack.
Tee-hee.
So you're looking for a -1 armor class, which is a 13. You got an 11. So you strike out. He parries your blow. Selma, give me an attack with your non-magical weapon.
Okay. Yeah, that's that.
Oh, there it is. You need a 1, a 13. You rolled a 10, -3. So he parries off your attack. And Fatelyn and Arwynn, you didn't get an attack because they didn't come out within range of you from your ready to attack. So let's go ahead and do that initiative for the second round. I already rolled, I think. Yeah, I rolled a 2 on the D6. Sorry, I just see the time and we're at our limit. And I'm trying to rush this combat. I'm not sure we're going to be able to finish it, though. Should we, since we're at an initiative, should we just stop here? Since we're sort of at the end of our time?
It's
This
a good spot.
might be as good. Otherwise,
Yeah,
we're
I
going to
think
go
that's a good
really
spot.
long, and I know some of you have...
Yeah.
It's late and stuff. All right, so that is where we're going to end this at a perfect, dramatic moment. Magical sword completely drained by 1 successful attack. Can the heroes recover from this devastating... What if that Holy Avenger successfully gets attacked? It's gone! What if the armor is attacked? It's gone! We are in a dire experience right now. But that is it for our first episode of our Advanced Dungeons & Dragons DL16 World of Krynn Dargaard Keep Adventure live play. I'd like to thank the players for joining me and making this a wildly entertaining session. I was hoping I would never see barbarians again, but I am not loved by the gods. So what are you going to do? What do you think of the adventure thus far? Feel free to email me at info@dlsaga.com or leave a comment below. I would like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. It all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. I also want to talk to you really quickly about Dire Lands. We just finished a 3-act adventure with the DL6 campaign. Check out Dire Lands. The link is in the description below. It's on my Evil Live Play YouTube channel if you're into that, and if not, that's okay too. This channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of the DragonLance Saga. Thank you so very much for joining in that celebration. So, for everyone here, until next time, my name's Adam. For DragonLance Saga, Slanjavar.